viewers, audience. Yo. I was harnessing my inner, nightmare guy from that board game. That's what I was doing. Yeah. Welcome back to the Fierce Podcast. Coffee. Yeah. Whoa. That's one damn fine cup of coffee. What's up, you guys? Fierce, audience, Fierce, back at it again with another live stream. I hope you guys are doing good. I hope you guys are doing great. I hope you guys are doing fantastic, my friends. Big shout out to Mr. Lampy. Big shout out to my friend Dave and my friend Zach. Zach, the Incredible Impression, and Dave Strongbear19. That's right, y'all. Well, Fierce is back, and I'm on the attack, Jack. We got a hell of a show today. We got two shows today. We got my show, now that I'm back, and we got Zach's. Zach's going live around, I think he said 8:30, 9 o'clock, so I shall make an appearance on that, too, so that's going to be fun. So big shout out to everybody in the chat. I hope you guys are doing awesome, and coffee first. In my Universal mug. I thought I'd switch it up today. I haven't used it in a while. Oh, yeah. That's some good stuff. Some good stuff. All right. Well, today's topics, we're going to be reviewing one movie. The other night I watched He-Man, Masters of the Universe. Quite an 80s classic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And then I thought it'd be great. Over the years, my loving and loyal fans have given me a lot of advice. So, I'm going to tell you guys the best advice that a fan has given me. And then we're going to do the top 10 YouTube likes, what I like about YouTube the most, and then a titled I like to call Looking Forward to Christmas. What are you guys looking forward to Christmas? What am I looking forward to? We're going to ask. We're going to bust it out. So, yeah. All right. Well, let me open up the chat, say hello to everybody, and then I'm going to call Mr. Lampy. All right, Mr. Lampy. YouTube likes, what I like about you. Yo! What's up? Yo! Strong Bear, what's up? He says, chug, chug, chug that coffee. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. Now we are talking. Joey says, yo! Joey, I'm back. On the attack, Jack. You can't keep a good guy down. You know? I'm here. I just want to let everybody know that we have rescheduled the mini golf. So, yeah. Dave, do you want me to tell everybody, or do you want to keep it a secret, Dave? Because Dave said he wanted to keep it a secret, but Dave, do you want me to tell everybody when we've rescheduled, or I'll let you be the determination of that one, Dave. Ooh, that's good coffee. Let's see here. Thank you, Dave, for sharing that link. I appreciate that, buddy. Kate says, yeah, woo! What's up, Kate? What's up, beautiful? Yo, Jen, what's up? Now, Jen, I know that's a new account, but I'm still trying to work on getting your other account unblocked. Because I looked, and I haven't figured it out yet. YouTube is such a pain in the ass. You have to, like, unblock them on this, and then you have to unblock them on that. Then you have to go on the actual channel and unblock that shit. Then you have to go into the fucking Google account. It's a pain in the ass. So, yeah. I did, Kate. I'm trying to figure it out. YouTube is being a pain in the butt. So, Jen's going to use her alternate account right now. So, you're absolutely right. I've had Jen blocked for quite a long time, guys. So, just give me some time, Jen. I promise. Because it's always the same process, and I haven't unblocked someone in a minute. I'm telling you, you have to go into a Google account, do it that, then you have to click a bunch of buttons, then you have to go on their account, then you have to go back on the other account and do that, and yada, 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 and it's a pain in the ass. So, I promise. If I can't figure it out, then Jen can use that one. But, I should be able to figure it out. Anyway, big shout out. Welcome back, Jen. Welcome back. I hope you're doing good. I hope you're doing good. Welcome back, everybody. Cheers to the fans. That's right. Well, I appreciate that, Jen. And I definitely feel a lot better. We're going to get into all that here soon. Let me call Mr. Lampy. And I'm going to ask Mr. Lampy a couple more questions than I usually do. Because apparently, to someone, I don't talk to Mr. Lampy enough. So I want to rectify that and actually have, like, more of a conversation with Mr. Lampy. And then we'll get going. Because, I mean, I talk to Mr. Lampy every single day. But apparently, that's not enough. So, you know. You would think talking to someone every day. I call Mr. Lampy before the show. I call Mr. Lampy during the show. Apparently that's not enough. So if I ask him a couple more questions, hopefully that'll be enough. I hope. But yeah, we'll see. I definitely feel a lot better, but we'll get into it. All right, let me call Mr. Lantern. Mr. Lantern. Yo. Yo, 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 it's time for the show, yo. That's right, y'all. That's right. Having a great day. Having a great day. Let's see here. Give me 1 second here. All right. Let me call Mr. Lampy. What is going on with my internet? Hang on. Hang on. There we go. That took forever. Alright. Mr. Lampy. Banjo, what's up, dude? I'm doing good, Banjo. How you been doing?
Doing good.
Yeah. Hey, Banjo, did you see what Crackpot said in the Discord?
Yeah.
That's not nice. You know what? Tonight I'm gonna pray for him. I'm gonna pray for him tonight. Crackpot, I forgive you. He said I didn't have a job. How unoriginal is that, Mr. Lantern?
Yeah.
I know, right? I 100% have a job. You know? You know, Lantern, I accidentally forgot what day it was, you know, because of, you know, Thanksgiving. But apparently you can't make, if you make one mistake, you know, in this community, all hell will rain upon you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I can't keep up with these guys. But anyway, I thought that was a little rude. But, I mean, I love Crackpot. He's like a brother. I do. I love him. I love Crackpot like a brother, man. He's awesome. He's awesome, dude. Anyway, I definitely going to pray for him tonight. Lantern, excuse me, Mr. Banjo. Can I talk to my my good friend Mr. Lampy just for a second?
Yeah.
Thanks, Banjo.
What's up?
What's up, Lantern? What's up, Twin? What's going on, Twin? How you been, Twin? Lantern, did you have a good day?
Yeah, how about you?
I had a great day, buddy. I'm feeling a lot better. I took a couple days off, feeling better. Yeah. Definitely got a better attitude, you know, which I'm going to go into, you know. But I had a pretty good day. I talked to my mom. My mom was babysitting Shelton today, so I got to say hi to him. I FaceTimed him, talked for about half an hour, went for a walk, and it was a long walk. It was good. I was sweating outside. Did some emails, and I watched a movie. And I just kind of took a nap because Yakov's show, it was good, but man, it was long. It was very long. It was very long. Yeah. Were you tired, Lantern? Lantern?
What?
I didn't go there, Lantern. You're pranking me. Hey, Lantern. So, Lantern, did you get a nice nap in, or were you tired from Yakov's show?
Yep.
Because we were double dipping yesterday, man. We had we were on Zach's show, which for a first show, guys, I mean that was pretty good, Mr. Lantern. I loved it, buddy. Did you enjoy Zach's show?
Yeah.
Nice. It was fun. And then he's doing another one tonight, so I'll throw you the link. All right, Lantern?
And I'm gonna prank him again.
Are you gonna prank Zach?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh Lord. What? Are you gonna come in as Banjo?
Maybe.
Oh shit. Okay.
Or you or somebody.
Okay. Surprise us, Lantern.
Yeah.
Come in as Visions.
No.
Oh wait. Come in, Lantern. Do Homer Simpson. Like download a picture of Homer Simpson and come in as Homer.
Yeah.
Be like, no. Give me some donuts. No. Well, I can't wait, Lantern. So yeah, I'll throw you the link because Zach's doing some errands right now. So I said, hey buddy, I said, do you mind if I get a quick show in? Tell everybody that I'm back. You know, kind of catch up with everybody, do a real quick show, and then he's gonna go live somewhere between 8:30 and 9. So I've got plenty of time because it's only 4:56 right now. So plenty of time, my friend. Lantern, when I was doing my walk today, you said that it was snowing in Texas. How many inches did you guys?
No.
I thought that's what you said in my live. You said
no, it didn't snow.
but you said it does snow sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. So so when it does snow, Lantern, how many inches you guys get? 2, 3, 4?
I told you it hasn't snowed yet.
No, I'm asking whenever it does snow, how many inches do you guys get?
Not very much.
Not very much? Well, that's cool. Nice. Well, Lantern, the most, when I was growing up in Missouri, we got a lot of snow. A lot of rain, very cold, ice, rainstorms, ice storms. It was bad. I remember one year I was off of school for about 6 days. Because it constantly kept snowing, buddy. So, yeah, it was bad. It was bad. But a snow day was always fun. You know, back in the day, I'd be like, oh, sweet, I don't have to go to school. So I would just throw back on my pajamas, and I'd grab the remote, and I'd eat my bowl of Cocoa Krispies right in front of the TV, eat some Cocoa Krispies, watch some cartoons, play some video games. Those were the days, Lantern. Lantern, how many naps did you take today?
A couple of naps.
Couple naps? Okay.
Yeah.
I took one big nap. But yeah, Lantern, you can fall asleep like that.
Yeah.
Oh, goddamn. Damn. Lantern, you did it that time. Anyway, Lantern, I gotta get a couple more questions in, because apparently...
Wait, what's question, Tim, is? My hair?
It was almost about hair. Yeah. I thought about asking something about hair, but it's not about hair. Yeah. No, Lantern, apparently some rude person said that I don't talk to you as much, even though we talk every day, buddy. We talk before the show, we talk on the show, you know, and then we talk in other people's shows, but apparently that's not enough, so I gotta get a couple more questions in. All right?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Yep.
All right. So I'm gonna be Seamus for a second.
Yeah. My hair? Foil ball?
It's about my foil ball. Landon, what do you actually think is in that foil ball?
No.
Don't tell Seamus. Yeah. It's collections of my hair, your hair, Joey's hair, Crackpot's hair, James Bond's hair, Big Bird's hair, a Negro's hair. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. A peacock's hair. Oh, shit.
What did I tell you?
God damn, Landon. You made me say it. You made me say it, Landon.
Yeah, payday.
Lantern, I do like paydays, but do you know what I like more than a payday? You know what? I think after this show, I'm gonna buy myself a whatchamacallit. Oh shit! Goddamn, Lantern. Goddamn. All right, Lantern. Well, I'm gonna start the show, buddy, but be sure to spread those links. And
okay.
Can you please go? And when you're sharing links, can you please go into the Discord and tell Crackpot that I feel bad, you know, You know, that he's going through such an emotional, you know, distraught. Tell him I'll pray for him. Can you do that for me?
Mm-hmm.
Tell him I will sincerely pray for him before work tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm worried about him. I'm worried about him. He's going nuts in the Discord. I feel really bad. You know? Not normal people act like that, Lantern, you know? He's delusional. You know, he's going nuts. We have to save him. We have to save him, you know?
Yeah.
So will you please tell him I'll pray for him?
Yeah.
All right, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that.
Uh-huh.
I appreciate that. All right, Lantern, I'll see you later. Shunk! Well, there it is. There it is. All right. There we go. Well, let's get back to the show, shall we? Yeah, I feel really bad. Crackpot came in there going nuts. I'm not trolling. He said, "Hey, what's up, fag?" That's not nice. It's not nice at all. That's all right. It's okay. I know it's not true. Crackpot, come on. You don't want to be a bad guy, do you? I don't want him to be a bad guy, you know? But I guess he is. But hopefully one day we'll be friends. I hope. Anyway. Crackpot, you're the man, dude. All right. Let's continue on. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see. Let's see. Landon says, well, howdy, y'all. Howdy. What's up, Landon? How you doing? Good to see you. It seems like Landon was in a good mood. I'm in a really good mood. And I'm going to tell you guys why here in just a minute. I'm going to catch up in the chat. Landon, let's see. Jen says, no snow yet for the Lampster. But they will. They will. Jen, my mom, the other day, she said she got 4 inches. And her neighbor came over, and her neighbor helped her shovel the driveway, and then my mom went over to my neighbor's house, or to her, I'm sorry, not my mom's neighbor's house, and they shoveled her snow. 4 inches is a lot for Missouri. Anyway, Kate says, I love the snow. I want to buy moon boots, but I don't go anywhere cold to justify wearing them. Right on. Well, Kate, if you ever go and meet Mrs. Fears one day, you'll have a place to wear them because there's a lot of snow in Missouri. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Yep. The most that I can remember, I think one Christmas we got, I don't know, 6 or 7 inches. That's what I can remember. But yeah, Missouri gets, we get all 4 seasons. Here we just get summer and a little bit of spring. Like the coldest it gets here is probably, I've had to put on my jacket a couple of times, you know, in January and February. It gets a little nippy, a little chilly, but that's about it. A sweater once in a blue moon. It gets really cold at the end of December, January, and all of February. Once March hits, man, back to 97, 98, 99, 90, 95. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. Let's see here. Kate says, wow, so true. I would love to visit Missouri. It's very cool. It's very cool. It's I come from a very small town, Kate, very small. So that's why I had to get creative back in the day with my vlogs. Here, there's so many opportunities to do vlogs and streams and Comic-Cons. There was a few Comic-Cons that I went to in Missouri, but you had to get really creative in Missouri, you know, because there wasn't much to do there, you know. Oh, I did not know that Jen was from Florida. Are you really from Florida, Jen? Wow. We got 8 inches when it snowed in Florida this year. Oh, I guess she is from Florida. Jen, where in Florida do you live? Because it's never snowed around my area. I don't think it ever will. It's usually too hot here, so yeah. All right. Well, so before we start the show, I want to give a big personal shout out to my friend Zach and my friend Dave for helping me through these hard times. It's been kind of hard. I had to take a few days off. I'm not going to say who, but somebody was definitely putting me through the ringer, but that's just his way. I'm not going to say anything bad about him. The best thing to do, and I'm going to continue this as long as I can, the best thing to do is just ignore negative people. I should have did that a long time ago. I'm going to try my best. Sometimes they know how to, push the buttons, but I will try my very best to ignore negativity as much as I can. And it's probably a safe bet. I probably shouldn't talk about my job anymore because I absolutely 100% have a job. And I'm just so sick and tired of arguing with trolls. You don't have a job. Yes, I do. You don't have a job. Yes, I do. And I'm just not going to do that anymore. I know for a fact I have a job. They can believe whatever they want because they're their own people and, you know, they're wrong. But, you know, it's pointless to argue with a troll because they think they're always right and I'm always wrong. And so I'm just, I don't know if it was an epiphany or what, but people like sending me all this crazy stuff to my house and somebody called me for months on end, kind of, I don't know, kicked my ass, I guess, to think, Fierce, is it really worth it to argue with all these idiots? No. And they said, you'll save yourself a lot of gray hairs and a lot of time and a lot of effort if you just don't care about what they have to say and just try to get along with more people. Even if you don't like someone, so I'm not going to wish death upon anyone. Like, I don't like Adam whatsoever, but when I was on Zach's show the other day, I was very cordial, very nice. I said, hey, I even said, hey, I'll be nice. Oh, hello, Adam, how are you? I don't like Larry whatsoever, but I even said hello. Even though Larry was not nice to me in the chat, I said hello. I was on my best behavior, so Fierce is definitely making some changes, you know? So, and I definitely am going to be changing my number because I'm so sick and tired of people calling my number, and it got out of control, and it's nuts. I already notified my family, so I hope things will get better. You know, I think it will, because then I won't have people, you know, calling and then interrupting my lives, and yeah. And I'm not going to give my number to anyone in the community, just my friends and my family, and obviously my boss and my coworkers that I need to. But I'm only going to give it to the absolute necessary people. So, but I do feel better. I took a couple of days off, and I was just sitting around. I didn't really edit, you know. I mean, I edited a little bit, but not 24/7. And I was just kind of thinking, I'm like, is it worth it, Fears? Is it worth, you know, arguing and pissing and moaning and you know, all that? I said, no, it's not. You know, I said, because they just want a reaction out of you, you know. And I'll be honest. I'll give you an example. I come into Yak's Discord today. Larry is full on it, and I just said, "Hey, what's up, Larry? What's going on?" Eventually, I guess he got bored because I didn't give him a reaction, and eventually he stopped talking. You know, or he left, or he was silent. So the best thing is just to kill them with kindness. You know. So yeah. So. Yeah. So there it is. So I'm just going to try to not care what they think, and I'm going to care about what's most important. Me changing my life for the better, my loving and loyal fans, and my family, and my my dear friends, and my weight loss, you know. And I should thank the trolls because I'm sick and tired of trolls calling me a fat faggot. I mean, that's very hurtful. It's very hurtful. And I would say I'm not fat. I would say I'm chubby, but I'm nor a fag, and I'm not fat. I'm chubby. I'm not skinny, but I wouldn't say I'm obese, as they say. But again, they're gonna say you're wrong. You are, and I'm gonna say no, I'm not, and it's the same old story. But I know I'm not. I would say I'm husky. I do have a belly, but I wouldn't say I'm obese. Obese is like 500-600 pounds. I'm nowhere near that, you know. So they're wrong. So a lot of changes, and again, I will try not to get mad on camera. It's hard because sometimes they know which buttons to push, but I'm gonna do my very best to produce funny content because I love making you guys laugh. I love making myself laugh. High quality stuff. Keep bringing the content, and I am killing it on the subs, and so is Zach and Dave. So Dave, thank you. It wasn't just Dave. Dave gave me the suggestion. Pixel, I think Visions mentioned it once or twice. I think. So did Zach. Zach's been doing a lot of shorts for quite a while, you know. Then he started. I don't know, for some reason I like Mr. Rogers, but Zach is like obsessed with Mr. Rogers, and he got a lot. I mean, a shitload of views. I mean, tons of subs and views. I am killing it. If I keep uploading shorts, and then keep doing my what are they called? My highlight lives, you know, because I'll do it on Fears vlogs, like a walk or I'm at a convention. It saves like 30 seconds to a minute, sometimes 2 minutes of like the best bits. And then sometimes I post it as a live highlight video, or to get more views, I'll switch it to whatever the topic is in that video. So, yeah. So, it's very conceivable, I'm not there yet, that I will hit 3,000 by the end of the year, because I'm halfway there. I'm halfway. I'm at, let me get an actual sub count here. Let me go into Fears Vlogs real quick. So I'm just going to step away from the chat just, excuse me, just a second. So, so then no one can say that I'm lying. So, I went into my YouTube studio. It says, great job, more views, it says more views, ranking out of 1 out of 10. Another 1.2K views, average percent view, 42.45%. More likes, and it says you've gained 30 subs in the last 28 days. And so the current sub count on Fears Vlogs, I was at 1,820 something, and now I'm up to 1,835. So we're getting close. We're not there yet to 2,000, but we're getting there. Now, let me switch over to FearsMan26. And I've been getting a lot more subs on TikTok, because as soon as I upload like my shorts on YouTube, I quickly upload them. Not all of them, but some of my favorites on my Facebook. And I've been getting a lot of views on my Facebooks on the shorts. And then I upload all the shorts on my TikTok. And man, they are flowing. They are flowing. All right, so on here it says, great job. Your views are higher than usual on FearsMan26. Says, ranking by views, 6 out of 10. Another 818 more views than usual. Average percent view time, 136.6. More likes. And the total sub count on YouTube is I'm only about 50 away. Or actually half than 50, because I'm at 2,956. So, as soon as I get to 2,960, I'm only 40 subs away from hitting 3K. So, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your grandma, tell your annoying aunt, whoever. Even get your dog to subscribe. You know, your dog has got a paw. Have the paw hit the subscribe button. Go fucking nuts, you know? So we're getting there. We definitely are getting there. Some of my shorts have hit 23K, 24K. I'm not kidding. I've never seen a video of mine get that high. I'm ecstatic. So let me just click on the actual shorts, and I'll tell you. Let's see. One of the highest ones. Let me scroll down. Almost every single one of them, not all of them, almost every single one of them get around 2,000 views to 1,000 views. I recently uploaded Sega drinking a beer. That was funny. I'm gonna try to ask Sega to film more funny shorts. Kate, you sent me the one of him drinking a beer. Kate, if you have any more little snippets of Sega, Sega's my buddy. He's my pal. I think he's hilarious. He's awesome. He's got to be more on my channel. So send me some more clips, Kate, if you have any. The biggest one in a while. Also, if you guys have any new memes of Fears, I just took a negative into a positive. Some troll had me like this, and he took off my face and replaced it with a tomato. Which I've accepted the tomato face, because I have very sensitive skin. I always have had very sensitive skin ever since I was a kid. I don't know why. But whenever I get mad or whenever I laugh hard, my skin is very sensitive, and it goes from flesh tone to bright red. And so, I forgot which troll made this, but he made me into half man, half tomato. So I said, great! I actually did love that meme. The meme's all like that. And so I had the meme of me as Mr. Tomato Head scream really loud. And that got like 900 views. So I was like, hell yeah. So keep the memes coming, please. I love them. I need more for my collection. Dave made me a Fierce Man protects the city of St. Louis. Had one of my AI drawings that me and Randall made. And I made that come to life. That got a lot of views. But the biggest one so far, let me scroll down. It's a little down. Hang on. Let me have a look. It's a little further down. Where is it? It's like 24,000. So give me 1 second. I'm trying to figure out which one it is. I'm trying to find it. Give me a second here. Oh, where are you? I must have passed it. Hang on. It's one where a trash can dumps a bunch of trash on Tarman, and that has like, it's either 24,000 or 25,000. I'm trying to find it right now. I've uploaded so many Tarman videos, and I'm sorry if they get annoying. I know some people like them. I know some people hate them, but Tarman is definitely one of my favorite zombies, and I love that movie, so I'm going to keep making them more. There it is. Tarman Takes the Trash Out. Parody. 23.5 thousand views. I think, besides my Golden Corral video, that's the second one that's done good. The Golden Corral one got, I think they got like over 100,000 views, if memory serves me right. If I'm wrong on that, it was around that. But it's so old. It's so old. So yeah. All right, let me switch back to Fierce Vlog. Excuse me. So yeah. So we're making progress. We are making progress. So, and I've been editing like crazy to catch up on the vlogs. I've got 2 big vlogs coming very soon. Either sometime this week or sometime next week. But they're big ones, so they're gonna be worth the wait. So yeah. Anyway. All right. And today's meme, I don't know who made this. I think Yak made this one. It's a massive pumpkin, and Fears is that tiny, and I'm laying across the pumpkin. I thought that'd be a funny one, because even though Thanksgiving is done, we're still in November, and I wanted to do everything Thanksgiving. So the minute it hits December 1st, we're going to start on the Christmas thumbnails. And then January, there's not really any holidays in that section. So usually in January, I just upload old memes of me and different people, like of Sega or me or whoever, Randy, whoever, and fill January up all with memes. So January is like meme month for me. Whenever I do a show, I'll be like, oh, well, there's no holidays around, so I'll just, boom, I'll just use that. So yeah. Alrighty. Of me and different people. There we are. So, we're making progress. We're definitely making progress. Let me catch up with the chat, because I had to step away because I had to go. So the last thing I read, let me catch up real quick before we get down to the nitty gritty. Jem was talking that about, she got 8 inches of snow. She said, wow, so, Kate said, wow, so true. I love to visit Missouri. You'd love it, Kate. It's very beautiful when it's not raining and snowing and going fucking nuts, and it gets cold. It gets very, very cold. Very, very cold. But it's home. It's home. Yeah. What's up, Dave? Dave, I cannot wait to, Dave, it's actually good that Larry made me cancel. Well, I didn't really cancel it. Larry canceled it, you know. So you guys can blame. Everyone's real mad at Larry, you know, because I didn't cancel it. Larry canceled the golf stuff. But me, Dave, and Zach got it together. And Dave is all right that I tell them when the actual golf is, or do you want to keep it a secret? Anyway, you let me know. You let me know, Dave. Anyway, let's see. Let me catch up here. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Let's see. And then we found, I didn't know Jen was in Florida. That's cool. That's pretty awesome. And then, let's see. I'll be there with bells on, Kate. Close to there, Dave. Oh, so she's close to Pensacola. I've been to Pensacola once or twice, Jen. It's very nice up there. Very nice. Yo! What is up, Rezzy? She says howdy. Well, howdy, Rezzy. Good to see you. It's been a while. Yes, he did, Kate. So Dave worked in the Navy for 7 years, Dave? Was it 6 or 7? My dad was in the Army for 10 years. And my dad had 2 badass jobs. Military police officer, and on the weekends he would get an extra $1,000 for jumping out of airplanes. He was a paratrooper. He never went into battle, but he did a shitload of training. And there is tons of kick-ass photos of my dad with his machine gun, with his parachute on. I was like, damn. I was like, Dad, you were fucking Rambo and a half. And my dad was like, that's right, y'all. That's right. He didn't say that. I just, I had to throw in a Mr. Lampy thing. Now you are. Jen says, New Year's coming for us. I know. It flew by way too fast. But I'd say half the year was good, half the year was bad. I can't lie. Some of this year has been extremely bad. We all know why. I'm not going to bring it up, but we all know why. But the other half, we had some good times. Made some new friends. I got a promotion at work. More monies. More footage. I can't wait to interview. Zach. I forgot Zach's Larry friend, the guy out of Home Alone. Larry, whatever that guy's name is. I forgot that he was in Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. He plays like the wacky, goofy taxi driver guy. He's in Vegas Vacation. Cannot wait to interview him. I've been a big fan. He did 4 or 5 episodes of Star Trek Voyager. He played like some slick gangster, like pool playing guy. He played a Klingon in was it Deep Space Nine or Next Gen? I think it was Next Gen. He played a Klingon here and there. So the guy's done a lot. I'm going to do my homework. Really good on that guy. Watch and read everything about him for about a week, and then I'm just going to bust out a killer interview. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun. Jade says, I'm pro number change because I want the in real live streams. Yeah, I will say it does get annoying when, they call a lot and they interrupt the stream. But eventually the person stopped today, so half of it was kind of glitchy and the other half I just kept going on with my live, and eventually he stopped, which was nice. I appreciate that he eventually stopped. So yeah. I definitely am, Kate. I'm using the negativity to fuel me because they want a reaction. And I'm just not going to give it to them anymore. Or I'm going to try not to. It's best to my ability, They know what buttons to push, but I'm really going to try not to. Because, again, the time that I was off, I just sat while I was just editing or chilling or watching other people's lives and watching other YouTubers, and I was watching them. I was like, is it really worth it to fight with all these crazy people? No. Because I don't want any more things delivered to my house. I don't want people leaving me crazy, cringy, psychotic voicemails and random people showing up at my house and all sorts of crazy shit. It's been nuts. So the best thing to do is just try to get along with as many people as possible, and haters are going to hate, we got to focus on the positive. So yeah. All right. But I do feel like I've been losing weight, Kate, because my shirts used to be super skin tight, and they're getting baggy. So I walked for, oh God, how long was the stream today? I think it was 25, 30 minutes. I can't remember. Don't quote. I'm not lying. I don't remember. It was around that time of how much I walked. So I was definitely sweating. So I'm burning calories. I'm definitely eating healthier and stuff. So we're doing good. So yeah. The motivation from having something to prove is unmatched. This is true. It's true. Sounds like Dave had a good talk with you. Well, it was a mixture of things, Kate. Zach gave me some good advice. Dave didn't really sit down, but he's a good friend, and he mentioned a few things. I thought of a lot of stuff myself, and then Visions and Yak have been saying the same advice for years. I wrote to Visions, I wrote to Yak and said, I'm so sorry I didn't take your advice ages ago, you know, because I'm serious. The more you give a troll, they're like, oh, yeah, like, let's keep going, because, like, we know it's irritating them. Well, if you don't give them anything, they get bored, you know? So I'm going to do my best just to just be me. I like me. Do my own thing. Keep working on my stuff. Keep working on my projects. Keep trying to lose as much weight as possible. Get toned. I don't want to be Arnold Schwarzenegger. I would like to get not even super toned, just like a little toned, and then find a better job, and eventually find a lady. I would really like to find a lady. I really would. And I felt bad the way Jen kind of got, what's the word I'm looking for? Jen got caught in the crossfire. I wrote her. I apologized for blocking her for no reason, and she said, it's okay, Fears, and she said that you were blocking a lot of fake people because at one point Jen told me, and I remember this, a bunch of people came in my chat and was pretending to be girls, and they weren't girls, and a whole bunch of chaos happened, and she's like, I got caught in the crossfire. Then when when Jen started making fun of me, I thought she was a troll, but really she was just reacting because I was trolling her and she was trolling me, and I just said, you know, and then Kate had a conversation, and she goes, you know what, John, she goes, me and Jen used to be at it. And I said, oh, really? She goes, yep. We used to be at each other's throats, but then we worked it out. And she's like, maybe, and then Kate was like, maybe you should try to work it out with Jen. I was like, you're right. So I apologized. I unblocked her. And then me and Jen had a very lovely conversation in private message on Discord today and a little bit yesterday. And I think we worked everything out. So, yeah. But Jen, it is a pain in the ass anytime you have to unblock someone. So Jen's using an alternate account. The minute I figure out, because it's been a while since I've unblocked someone, I know you have to do this. It's 3 steps, Jen. If you have 2 accounts, right? It is such a pain in the ass. YouTube, fix this for Pete's sake. You have to go. I have to go on Fears Vlogs on your channel, unblock it. Then I have to switch over to Fears Man, unblock you there. Then you have to go on Fears Vlogs into your Google account. Go into the little the private block thing, fucking unblock you on there. Then you have to switch over to Fears Man, do the same bullshit. Then you have to go back and make sure. I mean, it's like 4 or 5 steps at least. And I'm missing one step, Jen, because last night before I went to bed, I was like, Jen, and I was like, there she is. And I switched her. I'm like, there she is. So you're not on the list. I have to figure out what step I'm missing, but rest assured, your old channel will be back. I promise. So there we are. All right, let's continue on. Dave is a blessing. Oh, yeah. Well, not just Dave. All you guys. So you guys help me out, too. You guys have been giving me great advice, too. It's not just, I mean, Dave is a blessing. Dave's a great friend. Any friend or family. I would not be John Fears at all without my friends. I love my friends. I love my family. I love them very much. I love Enzo. He's my buddy. He's my pal. And then we got the new guy in the family. You know what? Shelton has been a blessing ever since he arrived on planet Earth because I was really sad. My dad's been gone for 3 years. I lost my grandma Fears, and she was my last grandma because I kind of got suckered out of a grandpa. My mom's dad, which is my grandpa, my British / Irish grandpa, never got to meet him. I was born in 83 and he died in 81. So I almost got to meet him. But he was an alcoholic. And so he died of a stroke because my mom and my British grandma was like, you got to stop drinking. You got to stop drinking. And when he was drunk, he was like crazy. My mom said he was like a totally different person. But when he was sober, on the rare occasions, he was like the greatest dad ever, according to my mom. And I was like, man, that's a shame. And she's like, yep. He was coming home from work one day, and he was just drinking too much, and he just had a stroke and died. And I was like, oh, man, that's nuts. So I never got to meet my British, Irish grandpa, because I have all. I've got British, Irish, Scottish. Oh, God, what else? Welsh. I've got that whole island. So, yeah. So, yeah. It's because I've been bumming. I've definitely been bumming. So, I cherish my friends and my family. So, yeah. And ever since my dad died and my grandma fears, the minute my brother called me, I'll never forget this day for the rest of my life. Ring-a-ling-ling. Pick up the phone. My brother's like, "Hey, what's up, dude?" I'm like, "Hey, man, I haven't heard from you in a while. What's going on? How you been?" Everything goes, "Yeah, I'm doing good, doing good." And I said, "Great." He goes, "Hey, I've got some good news." I said, and he said, "Are you ready?" I'm like, I'm ready. Lay it on me. And he's like, "You're going to be uncle." And I was like, "Hell yeah, man. Awesome." And I said, "Well, can you tell me, is it a boy or a girl?" And he goes, "Oh, it's a boy." And I was like, "Dude, awesome." So everything that my dad taught me and my brother, like I'm going to teach Shelton how to throw a ball and play catch. I'm going to introduce him to Ninja Turtles, and I've already started the Ghostbuster, going nuts. I got him some onesies. I got him a t-shirt. I got him some cool stuff. I got him a Ghostbuster book. That's on the way. Oh, yeah. I got him some great Christmas presents. I bought my mom 4 Christmas presents. I got my brother and his wife one big together gift. And then I called my brother and said, "Do you just want me to buy a whole bunch of crap from..." And he goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Focus on Shelton." He goes, "If you want to get me and my wife something, just get us one big together gift." And I said, "Well, I found a big one." And he goes, "Yeah, just buy us a big one." And I said, "Okay." So I got my brother and his wife one big, and then I bought Shelton 10 things, and he's gonna go fucking nuts. It's gonna be great. So my shopping's already done. The only people I have to get this year, I'm getting Mr. Lampy something. So I'm getting Mr. Lampy something. Zach said he's gonna buy me a gift, so I'm gonna buy Zach a gift just to show my appreciation. So Mr. Lampy, these are the only people I have to do. Mr. Lampy, Zach. I always get my dad something. So I usually go to a funeral home and they have a gift shop there, and I always buy something to put near my dad's grave or on his grave. I mail it to my mom and say, hey, Mom, just put this on Dad's grave. My mom's like, "Yep." And then I always buy Enzo something. So it's Mr. Lampy, Enzo, my dad, Zach, and then LC, and then LC's son. So 6 people left. And I know exactly what I'm going to get LC and his son, and I know exactly what I'm going to get Zach, because Zach already said, "Fierce, can you buy me a new harmonica?" And I was like, "Yep, that's easy. No worries. I just got to figure out what I got to get Enzo and my dad, and then I know exactly what I'm going to get Mr. Lampy. Mr. Lampy, it's something that you'll love, and it's something that you can use, and Mr. Lampy, it's one of your favorite things." That's right, y'all. So you're going to love it. The fans are going to love it. You're going to go nuts. The fans are going to go nuts. You're going to laugh. I'm going to laugh. The fans are going to laugh. It's going to be pretty great, Mr. Lampy. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's see. Kate says, "Keep uploading interesting shorts. It's the best advertisement." I will. I definitely will. Let's see. Jen says, "I like the shirt that you picked out today." Well, I wasn't in a Hawaiian shirt kind of mood, but a friend bought me this shirt, I believe, a long time ago, Jen. Either I bought it, or I believe a friend bought it, and I hadn't worn it in a while, and I was like, I'm wearing that one. So, yeah. Shout out to I Have a Sandwich. You were in my live today, and you were in Zach's live yesterday. So welcome. Sensitive skin, you could get some face cream. That may help. I do use some face cream. I do. I don't use a lot, but I use a little bit. Yeah. Yo, Pixel. Excuse me, Pixel. What's up? And I have Pixel to thank, because Pixel, you actually said, "Fierce, people go fucking nuts over in real life live streams and shorts." So I also have Pixel to thank for that. Pixel, I'm telling you, I am 50 half than 50 because I was at 2,956. So as soon as I hit 2,960, I am 40 subs away from hitting 3K, which I know that may not sound a lot to you guys, but man, I've been stuck at 2,000 on my main channel forever. So I would love, before I die, I would love to hit at least 10K on both channels. I think that's very achievable, but it may never happen, but we're still going to try our best. I doubt I'll ever get to 100,000, you know, because I'm already 42, you know, so. But we're going to see how many subs I get in my lifetime, and we'll just keep rising. So there we are. So, Pixel, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. You're a good guy, Pixel. You're a good friend. I just want to say something. Larry made a comment. I'm not trolling him, but I'm going to set the record straight. Pixel, I still want to hang out and meet because Larry said something like, you know, he's been saying for years that he wants to hang out with Visions and Pixel. Well, everybody has busy lives, you know. I'm not Mr. Moneybags, so. And me and Pixel had a private conversation. He said, Fears, I'd love to come down to Florida. So at some time, Pixel, whether I'm going to South Carolina where you live and hang out with you near your home or at at GalaxyCon or wherever, or if you come down here, you can stay in Casa de Fears. You're more than welcome, whatever. We will make it happen someday. I don't know when, but for sure the Pixel trip is going to happen. And the Lord Visions trip, for sure. For sure. And he said something like he just invited himself. I didn't invite myself. I would ask Pixel's permission. Hey, is it okay if we chill? Is this a cool time to hang out? I would do the same thing with Visions and Bukaki. I'd be like, hey, is it cool if is this a good time to hang out? You know? So there it is. But I would never invite myself. Pixel says, well, howdy, Mr. Lampy. Howdy, howdy, howdy. That's right, Joey. Mr. Lantern says fart. Yeah, I did that a few minutes ago, Lantern. Silent but deadly. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Steph says, I keep saying Steph. I'm so used to saying Resi. Resi, I noticed you by your profile picture. I'm just so used to saying Resi because your channel forever was Resi. So I just said Steph, so I'm sorry. I know that's your real name. But yeah. So Resi, good to see you. She said, how are you, Fierce? Well, I'll be honest, Resi. I can't lie. It's been a rough couple of weeks. No lie. Due to some bad apples. But I feel a whole lot better. That's the truth. I feel a whole lot better. So yeah. So I'm hoping good things to come. I really do. Oh, that's not good, Joey. Joey says, Tina is mad at me. Well, what happened? Tina, you're a sweetheart. What happened? Forgive Joey. I did. Let's see. Yo, D-Man. Good to see you here, buddy. D-Man, I'm not kidding. I filmed Randall's reaction. He loved it. Randall's not going to hang it up, but Randall's got a desk with a shelf, and he said, Fears, I always do my videos in front of my desk. So he's going to sit here, and he said, Fears, whenever I do my videos, I'm going to sit here, and then I'm going to put the YouTube plaque that D-Man made for me, like, right behind me. And I said, hey, man, I said, it's your room. I said, you can put it wherever the hell you want. And I thought he should have hung it up. That's me. You know, I have mine hung up. It's over there. I've showed it to you guys a million times. So, D-Man, I'm sorry that it took forever. I can't believe that me and Randall haven't hung out since February. We didn't intend for that to happen. Just Randall's been busy. I've been busy. I've been going nuts trying to keep up with the lives and catch up with all... Excuse me. I burped. Catching up on all my vlogs and shit. And time just flies by. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn. Well, that's crazy. And I could have sworn I took Randall, classic Fears memory. I could have sworn I took him to that Comic-Con in May, like right before Sega came in June and July. But Randall said, oh no, Fears. He goes, I'll never forget the Amy Jo Johnson trip. And I said, well, when was it? And he goes, it was February, almost March. He goes, but it was in February. And I was like, damn, that was a long time ago. I'm like, I didn't know that. And he's like, well, I told you, but you just probably forgot. I said, oh, I did, Randall. I said, classic fears. I said, I did forget. So, yeah. So he loved it, D-Man. He absolutely loved it. So thank you to D-Man and his wife, because that was very nice. You didn't have to do that. D-Man and his wife used their hard-earned money, sent it in fan mail. I appreciate it. Randall appreciates it. I filmed his reaction, and I will put it in a vlog very soon, D-Man. Speaking of fan mail, I love your guys' fan mail. Send more. Send more. And Fears will pretty much respond to almost anything within reason. You know, don't send me any drugs or diseases or blood or body parts or food, because I know some trolls want to poison me. Trust me. So no food, but anything within reason I will respond to. So send that fan mail. Plus, Christmas is coming up. Ooh, presents. I love presents. So do you guys. Don't deny it. So, 16745 Kagan's Crossings Boulevard, STE 102B, PMB 40, Claremont, Florida 34714. Oh, yeah. Joey, you and Biscuit have yet to send me something. You guys are big fans. You guys are good friends. Send some fan mail. Whew, there it is. So send it when you can. Send it when you can, my friends. All right, let's continue on. Let's see. D-Man says, howdy, Mr. Lampy. I'm going to catch up with the chat, and then we're going to start with our first topic. So Joey says, I DM'd Tina, and she never wrote back. I think she's mad. Well, Tina, Joey, I hope you guys work it out. By the way, we got Zach's epic show. Congrats to my friend Zach. What a first great panel last night. Man, that thing was rocking. We had everybody on there. Me, Visions, Tina, Dave, James, Zach, Mr. Lampy. Who else? I said Visions. We had a whole panel. It was going nuts. He's going live. Like I said, I'm going live a little bit early. Normally I do my show around 8 or 9, but I'm going to be on Zach's show again tonight. And he said, Fears, before you come on, I need to address a few things. I don't know what he's going to address. I have no clue. Because he called me on the phone and said, Fears, do you mind waiting like 10, 15 minutes? He goes, I'm going to come on. I got to address something really important. Don't ask me. I have no idea. He didn't tell me. I said, yeah, man. I said, is it something serious? He goes, well, I don't want to tell you. I don't want to tell the fans. He goes, I need to get something off my chest before we start having fun. And I was like, yeah, man, it's your show. I'm like, you do your thing. So I don't know what's going on, but he said he's going to address something, and I'm going to be watching from the sidelines. And then he said, Fears, when I give you the A-OK, then you come in, and then we're going to chat for a little while, and then I'm going to drop some links. So, yeah. Sorry, my nose is running. I need to blow my nose real quick. I hope I'm not getting a cold. And yes, I've still got some Halloween napkins left over. Because I don't throw them away. I'm like, why would you throw that away? I'm going to use them. So, give me 1 second. Ah. There we are. I'm going to put this over here just in case I need to blow my nose again. All right. Let's see. Lantern says, Rezzy just farted. Well, how do you know, Lantern? Were you sniffing her butt? Rezzy didn't fart. Lampy farted. I know for a fact. Oh, yeah. Because when is Lantern not farting, you know? Let's see. Steph says, how are you, Fears and chat? I'm doing all right. But like I said, Rezzy, the last couple of weeks have been kind of nuts. Like psychotic nuts, you know, with all the... I don't know. I don't want to say what was sent to my house because then something will get sent to my house. But something got sent... A bunch of stuff got sent to my house. And random people over this year have came to my house, which is fucking weird. You know, beyond belief weird. When you don't invite someone, they just knock, knock, knock. Hey, what's up? So that was weird. And then, you know, people call my cell phone. So it's been pretty nuts, Rezzy. But things are getting better. Yak stood up for me last night when, you know, Larry was running his mouth. I appreciate that, Yak. And I just decided it's not worth fighting with people, you know. And I'll be nice to Larry. I'll be civil if I have to. But pretty much he's dead to me. You know, I'm not wishing death upon him, but he's dead to me like he'll never be on my channel ever again. I'll never talk to him again if I don't have to. If I have to, then I will. But if I don't have to, I'm literally, he's going his way, I'm going my way. I'm done. I'm not saying anything bad, but I'm done. I'm done with him. So yeah. There just comes a time where you're like, it's not worth fighting anymore, you know? So yeah. Let's see. Well, Tina, are you really mad at Joey? Because Joey says Tina's mad at me. I hope not. I hope not. I hope not. Let's see. Pixel says, well, howdy, Tina. Let's see. Yep. D-Man, you are the man, dude. Let's see. I need to catch up on the chat here. Let's see here. You know what, Jen? The only reason I think you were trolly is because I came at you hard, you came at me hard, but you've been nothing but sweet ever since, you know, we unblocked each other and we had a very nice chat. And it was a very nice chat, Jen. So I don't think you're a troll. I don't think you ever were a troll, Jen. We just didn't meet the first time on the best of terms. You know what I'm saying? So, but once we explained everything, you know, then we're, you know, everything's fine now. Everything's good, you know? So, yeah. Anyway. So, yeah. Kate told me about your origin story. I absolutely, oh, yeah. Seemed like it was a battle. Oh, yeah. Yep, there it is. Kate says, yes, I told him, Jen. Oh, she did. She did. I still didn't like you for a while. Now you're one of my favorite people in the community. There you go. See, that's good. No, there he is. There's the incredible. Zach, I told everybody before I come in, I don't know if you heard, Zach's got an important announcement, and he's got to talk about some stuff. I didn't say what, Zach, because I have no idea. You know, you didn't tell me. I asked, but you were like, Fears, I got to make an announcement, and I'll come in right after you're done, buddy. So good to see Zach, my good buddy. Be sure to subscribe to the incredible impression. He says, who's showing up at 8? Who's joining the panel tonight? We got something to talk about, guys. There you go. You know, so Zach's, well, we don't, Zach. You got to. You're going to say something, and then we're just going to, Zach said he's got a couple topics. We're also going to shoot the shit. We're going to have fun. We're going to go nuts. We're going to go ballistic. As always, my friends. I appreciate the 2 likes. Thank you so much. Let's see here. D-Man says, well, hello, Zach. Strong Bear says, I've been building from scratch. Well, dude, Dave, what Dave's doing. Like, I love building objects. Like the last object I built was D-Man the squirrel. D-Man, you're right here. Oh, yeah. Now, I haven't took a picture yet of a D-Man because I have a whole album of all my builds. And so I take a photo of it. Sometimes I put it on Instagram. My favorites. I'm definitely putting this on Instagram because you're my friend. And I have an album on my Facebook of all of my Lego builds. So this is the latest and the greatest. Just a little mini build of D-Man. Give me an acorn. Give me an acorn. Are you enjoying those acorns, John Fears? Do you like acorns, John Fears? I love acorns, you know. I need more. I need more, buddy. Yeah. Okay. We can do that. Shh. I'm having a conversation with D-Man. So you think the trolls should lay off on me? That's good. Hopefully that'll happen. You think Larry should leave me alone? That would be great. That would be fantastic. Do you think Adam should leave me alone? Okay. All right. That's good. Nice. I mean, I can get you as many acorns as you want. I got the hookup. There's a tree outside. Millions of acorns fall off that. So you hook me up, I'll hook you up, buddy. You know? Oh, hang on. He's got one more thing. I did enjoy the play button. I did enjoy the play button. Do you think Crackpot should leave me alone? That would be fantastic. You know, because I'm worried about Crackpot because before I started my show, he was acting like a delusional nutcase. I mean, I was worried. Yep, I'll pray for him. I definitely will pray for him tonight. I will. Oh, he said it's okay to make a mistake in the community. Well, that's good because I've made a bunch of them, buddy. And I was so tired that I forgot, you know, what day it was. And then people gave me shit because, I said I was going to work, but really it was a day off. So it happens. I get it. I understand. They don't understand because they're perfect in every little way. But I'm not perfect. So thanks for clearing that up for me. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. I do have great friends and family, and I do have loving and loyal fans. Yep. I appreciate them. Oh, buddy. So, yeah. I promise I'll get you some acorns. So, there it is. So, D-Man is a wise guy. He's a pretty wise guy. Well, thanks for all the advice, buddy. I really appreciate that. Hell yeah. All right. There it is. D-Man says, Dave is definitely enjoying the Lego builds. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, I do too. But Dave's rocking it out. He's making as many community members as possible out of Lego figures. So way to go, Dave. That's awesome. Way to go. Way to go. Let's see. Pixel says, remember when Matman had the glitch happen where he had 100,000 subs overnight? I do remember that. And Pixel, that's when Matman was, we all thought he was semi-normal. And then literally, remember Pixel, about a week or two later, then all that Lieutenant Corbus stuff, then he's like winking at the camera, saying like, oh, I'd love to meet up with a 10-year-old, and he was going fucking nuts. Then Pixel, you told me all the stories about all the crazy porn that he had on his computer, and all this fucking shit, and I was like, Pixel, I don't want to know. That's grossing me out. I want nothing to do. As soon as Pixel told me all those stories, I was like, hey, Matt, man, fuck you. Yeah, bye-bye, you're gone. And I block. Because he had multiple accounts, remember, Pixel? Because he would troll other people. And I was like, I'm blocking all that shit. I want nothing to do with him. I'm glad. Well, someone told me he's on YouTube, but for a while he left YouTube. And Matt, man, I want you to leave YouTube again. Leave and never come back. I'm serious, Pixel. Remember I wrote you way back in the day? I was like, I just went all the way down. Block. I mean, I was blocking. I blocked him quick because that shit's disgusting, and I don't put up with that crap. So, yeah. But I do remember it was a big glitch. It lasted for like a week or something. Because I was like, there's no way that he deserved all those subs. So, yeah. That was nuts. Nuts. Let's see here. Let me catch up with the chat here. Let's see. Jen says, Pixel should be a wrestler. Well, I mean, he goes to, he's got 2 channels. Pixel, I'm not kidding. This is your buddy Fears. I've said it a million times. You said you're going to get back at it. You better not have lied to me, buddy. I don't think you did. I know you're busy. You told me, I'm not going to tell everybody about your real job. Pixel's got, let's just put it this way. Pixel told me about his real job, and it is a fun job, and it's a kick-ass job. And I was like, damn, that's a cool job. But on the side, he goes to tons of wrestling conventions. So, Jen, even though he's not a wrestler, he goes to a lot of events, and he gets a lot of kick-ass footage. Pixel, I'm not kidding. I was jealous when Edge got done with his match, right? He's walking off. Pixel's here behind the camera. His friend's right here. The guy says, oh, hey, will you sign this? And Edge signs Pixel's friend's sign, looks right into Pixel's camera. I think he gave him like a thumbs up or some shit. And I was like, that's pretty epic footage. Pretty awesome. And Pixel got to meet Nick Castle, the myth, the man, the legend, the originator, the creator, original Michael Myers. I'm so jealous. But Pixel was jealous of me because I've got to interview. He's met Kane Hodder, but he's never. I don't think you've ever interviewed him, right, Pixel? You had him give you a shout out, which is still cool. That's still cool. A shout out. But I've interviewed him 3 times. So Pixel, whenever we do hang out, I'm telling you, if Nick Castle is there, I don't care how much money it is, I'm going to be like, Nick Castle, John Fierce, big fan. Can I just have like 3 minutes of your time? I just want to ask you a couple questions about Halloween. I want to ask you a couple questions about Major Pain because He didn't have a cameo in it, but Nick Castle directed Major Payne with that Wayne's guy or whatever the hell his name is. That's a funny movie. So yeah. So just to like not even interview him, Pixel, just to shake his hand, get a selfie with him, get an autograph of him as Michael Myers. That would be enough for me. But to interview him, that'd be icing on top of the cake, my friends. I'm not kidding. That would be the fucking shit. That would be awesome. That would be awesome. So yeah, I don't know if they have wrestling Legos as a base for Dave. That would be cool. That would be cool. I have like a little Stone Cold Steve Austin or an Edge or, you know, the originator. Or, well, one of the originators, Hulk Hogan. Brother! That's right, y'all. I was a big Hulk Hogan fan as a kid. Let's see here. Kate said that she'll be in the audience. Awesome, Kate. Sometime you need to join the panel. That'd be cool. Pixel said, I'll watch that. Pixel, you can jump on if you want. You've been on some panels with us before. Kate says, an order a fog machine. I swear, Kate, next year I'm getting one. Because there's a perfect place for me to set it up right here on the edge of the TV stand. And I would just have it shoot this way. Or I would hook it up, put it on the edge of my couch, shoot it that way. Or set it over here or set it on the ledge and have it shoot behind me. Endless possibilities. So either a fan can order me one through my my fan mail, or if nobody buys me one, then I'll just buy one next year. I should have bought it this year, but I just had to pay some bills and shit. And then I got lazy and I didn't buy it. And I'm being honest, and I kind of didn't want to buy it. And I was like, there's always next year. I should have did it though. So there it is. Let's see. Bukaki says, yo, what's up, Bukaki? Good to see you. He says, what's the little memory book? This is Randall's book. So, it's here for a reason. It's here for a reason. So, not on today's stream, but in a future stream, Vision said fear's the only way for the hex to go away. Technically, there's 4 reasons, because the 5th reason, I don't know why he wants a picture of my butthole. But I looked at Visions and I said, well, that's not fucking happening. He said, fears, you can either send Seamus the foil ball, you can read any one of Randall's books, or you can hang up the Mr. Lampy poster. I fully intend to I fully intend to hang it up soon. Again, I'm lazy. It'll go up, I promise, at some point. Lantern, I'm sorry that I haven't done it. It's been like 6 months, if not more. So I decided to read the book at some point. So, because he was kind of freaking me out with the butthole photo. I know he was joking. That goth humor Visions. I don't know if he's in the chat or if he's just watching in silence, because sometimes he does that, but no one's seeing my butthole. I'm good. I'm good on that. No butthole. 0. So, at some point I'm going to read this. So there it is. So, yeah. Joey said, you never sent me anything. Well, I don't have your address, Joey, because I don't dox people. If you sent me your address, I would totally send you something. I totally would send you something, buddy. Absolutely. I would. Shout out to Bukaki. Oh, shit. Lantern's spamming. Oh, Lantern. Oh, you know what you're doing. Hey, Lantern, guess what? You know how you're always timing out Bukaki? Goodbye. I'm gonna give Lantern a little taste of his own medicine. I'm gonna time him out. I'm gonna time Mr. Lampy out for 10 seconds. Hey, Lantern. Bam! 10 seconds. Mr. Lampy. There you go. Little taste. I got your back, Bukaki. Don't worry about that. That's right, y'all. That's a lot better than a timeout for eternity. That's true. Only 10 seconds. I was joking, though. So, yeah. Pixel said, who visited this year? That is crazy. Well, technically 3 people from the community. 2 uninvited, 1 invited. Sega was invited, so I didn't mind that one. Joey was the first one, and Joey, no offense, it was nuts. It was psychotic to show up out of nowhere. But I'm glad everything worked out. We worked out. Then, a couple weeks later, Dragon showed up, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? That was weird. That was weird. Because I haven't talked to... I'm sorry, not Lantern. Dragon, excuse me. Dragon. Dragon showed up. I'm tired. Not Lantern. Dragon. I would be overwhelmed if Lantern showed up. Lampy, my bad. Dragon showed up. Which I haven't talked to him in years. Pixel, years. So that was a little nuts. But me and Dragon worked out our differences too. I was never really mad about him. Just, he kept doing the most... He was even getting worse than me. Like, you know how I would get mad? I would get mad maybe at a level 10. Dragon would get mad at a level 90. Pointing guns at people. He actually made a kill list. Remember that? Remember that, Pixel? He made a little piece of paper like, I'm going to kill this person. I'm going to kill that person. I was like, fucking hell. And I said, Dragon, I can't do this anymore. Then he wanted me to block every single person in my chat that made fun of Dragon. I said, Dragon, I get made fun of all the time. I'm like, you can't block everybody. I said, the only people I block is when I've given them a couple chances, Dragon, or they say something about my dad or something about my family or something that I think is way too over the belt, like over the line, not belt, over the line. And I'm like, you got to go. And I just wasn't willing to, like, block everybody. I was like, what the, like, I can't do that. I'm like, anyway, it got nuts, but I'm glad me and Dragon worked it out. So, yeah. There you go. Let's see. Joey says, hey, Zach, I got some impression requests for you tonight. Oh, there we go. Nice. Well, there was that, Bukaki. She didn't like that I took the Lord's name in vain, but I blocked her. But now she's unblocked. So, yeah. And Jen, I was honest with you. She said the exact same thing. She said, yeah, Boo, I told him we can be friends as long as he doesn't take the Lord's name in vain. And I said, Jen, that's a hard habit for fears to break. So I said, if 1 or 2 comes out every once in a blue moon, I apologize in advance, but I will do my best not to say, God, you know what. So yeah. Because I do love him. I do love him a lot. I love Jesus too. I love them both. But you know how fears is. Sometimes I get excited. God, you know what. So yeah. There we are. Well, I'm glad, Tina. Tina says, I'm not mad at Joey. Dave just told me that I wasn't mad at him. Well, that's good. That's good. That's very good. Kate says, I'm wearing my Spooky Empire hat. And I can confirm it. I swallowed my pride. Kate, I'm willing to admit when I'm wrong. The old fears wouldn't. Pixel, you know this. I was stubborn when I was young. I was like, fuck you, Pixel. Fuck you, I'm right. You miserable fuck. Fuck you, I'm right. Fuck you, fuck you. I went nuts back in the day. I'm right, everyone's wrong. Fuck everybody. Oh, I went nuts back in the day. But I just didn't see Kate as a Spooky Empire type of girl. But a couple weeks ago, Kate sent me a photo and said, hey, Fears, here it is. And I went, you know what, Kate? I was wrong. I'm sorry. Kate accepted my apology. You were never really mad at me, Kate. Just you were like, Fears, I swear to God, I've got a Spooky Empire hat. And I was like, well, let's see it. Because for some reason, I just didn't think that you liked horror movies like I did, Kate. But that's cool that you do. So, yeah. So, yep. Let's see here. Yo, what's up, Museum? Yeah. Oh, you know what, Museum? I forgot to do that. Museum, hang on, let me write it down. I forgot to do that. Hang on. Museum wanted me to do the top 10 famous movie hats of all time. That was a request. I forgot to... I'll put it in tomorrow's show. Hang on, let me get a piece of paper, Museum. I forgot about that. Give me a second. Let me write it down. Top 10 cinematic hats. It's happening tomorrow, museum. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot. I'm going to put it right down over here so I remember for tomorrow. So, yeah. All right. I apologize about that. I forgot about it. I'm trying to catch up here so we can get to the first topic. Because Zach's, I got to hurry up because I've only got 2 hours left because Zach's going live at 8:30ish, 9ish, something like that. So, yeah. Let's see. Bukagi says, D-Man was whispering sweet nothings about nuts. Well, nuts, acorns, and he was giving me some advice not only to the trolls, but to me. So, D-Man's a pretty smart guy, you know? Oh, yeah, Pixel. It was insane. But it wasn't just that. Pixel says, Mattman was really obsessed with that Lieutenant Corbett. Yeah, but no, it was just not that. Because remember, Pixel, you said fears. You think that Lieutenant Corbus thing was nuts? And I said, yeah. I said, beyond belief. And he goes, well, Fears, you've heard nothing. And I was like, what are you on about? Because I didn't know what the hell you were talking about, Pixel. And you're like, Fears, I was in like a little, what did they call them back in the day? Hangout, Google Hangout. And Matt said, I got a bunch of shit on my laptop. And then you said, well, what do you have in your laptop? He's like, you don't want to know. I got to erase shit off my laptop. I'm like, I don't want to know, Pixel. That guy's a fucking disease. That guy is fucking cringe. That guy's disgusting. I'm like, I could care the fuck less about him. I'm like, he's a goddamn pedophile. I don't fucking care. And I remember, Pixel, I said something to the effect of, I don't give a shit. Fuck him. Block, 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 block. I blocked everything because that is fucking disgusting. And I was not having it. I was like, you're gone. Fuck you, fuck you, Mattman. You're dead to me. Oh, yeah. He was gone real quick. It was nuts. It still is nuts. It will always be nuts. Nuts. Anyway. Let's see here. Oh, man. Here comes the yawns. Dave, you could use a guy with a camera since Pixel is filming the footage. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. But I'm telling you, Pixel, you get great footage. When you showed me that Edge footage of Edge, I was like, that's pretty cool. I just can't believe, Pixel, you didn't get anything signed. Because you said your buddy got something signed. Dude, I would have just set the camera down real quick and had him sign something real quick. Because when's the next time you're going to see Edge? You know what I'm saying? And he's a pretty good actor and a good wrestler. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm just saying. Wow, we're gonna get the hex gone. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to get the hex gone. I really am. So yeah. I totally feel for the Photoshop of the poster being hung. Oh yeah, yeah. Because that thing is massive. I'm just gonna take a picture of the poster, because Larry doesn't care which one I hang up. Visions doesn't care. It's fucking massive. It's like, it's like that tall and like that fucking wide. It takes up almost the entire wall space. I'm like, I'm going to get like a 5x7 or a 4x6 and just take a picture of the poster, zoom in, get everything in because Lantern signed it, put it in the frame, and I'm going to put it right up next to the Lord Vision's signature. So yeah. Speak of the devil, there he is. There's the Lord Visions, and he said, hey, Fears, no hole today, fellas. No hole ever, buddy. Listen, we're buddies. We're pals. But you will never see my butthole. Zero butthole. I can't believe that was even an option. I was like, I don't mind the foil ball. I don't mind reading a book. I don't mind hanging up the poster. All of a sudden, I scrolled down, and it said butthole. And I was like, that's got to be some goth humor. Or I pray to God that it's some goth humor. But good to see you, Visions. Good to see you. I didn't know if you were going to show up. Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. I'm in a really good mood. Well, you already knew that, Visions, and so did Yak, because I wrote you guys the other night. And I did. I said I should have listened to you guys ages ago. I really do feel better, When you don't care and you just joke around a lot and you don't show them that it does affect you, it's like a weight's been lifted. So, Yak said to keep it up, Fears. I'm going to try to keep it up because now they know will we have to continue on to try to break fears? I hope not. But I'm gonna do my best to not break. That's the goal. Because whenever you get mad on camera, you just look like a fucking idiot, you know? And I don't want to look or act like a fucking idiot, you know? So there it is. Let's see, you and Biscuit were nuts for that stunt. She must have been, okay. Let's see, the only dragon is good at killing a meatball stuff. Well, I didn't mean to laugh, but when he got mad, he's like, I'm grabbing my gun out of my dad's gun case, and he trashed it open, grabbed it, and he's all like pointing it. I was like, holy shit. I'm like, this is a whole other level. So yeah, whole other level. That was nuts. What's up, Triple? Still got to do the, that's right, hang on. I forgot about that one. The top 10 Hawaiian shirts. Hang on, I need to do that one too. I'm sorry, Triple. I forgot about that. Let me write it down. Hawaiian shirts. I got it. Well, I got 2 top 10s for tomorrow because Larry loves top 10s. So I'm gonna do as many top 10s as possible, Larry. Yeah. Get ready for more, Larry. It's gonna be awesome. 9 top 10s. 1,000 top 10s. That's right. A whole panel of top 10s. A whole show of top 10s, Larry. You're going to love it. Ha ha. Oh, yeah. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be my best show ever. Oh, yeah. Let's see here. Oh, okay. So I've got 2 hours left because Zach's going live at 8. Perfect. Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Vision says, well, hello, Lantern. Hello, Dave. What's up, Walter? Walter, where in the fuck is my fan mail? Huh? Get your head out of your ass. Do I have to send you a message, Walter? That's me and Walter's joke. I'll call him up and I'll go nuts on him. I'm like, Walter, you need to get your fucking ass off that fucking couch. Send me my goddamn, send my fan mail right fucking now. And then he sends me back one, like, Fears, I'll fucking send your fan mail whenever the fuck I want. And he goes, I'll launch you through a goddamn wall. And then me and Walter laugh about it. It's fucking hilarious. Hell yeah. I'm joking, Walter. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait. You said it's chock full of goodies. Well, I cannot wait to see what goodies is in it. So I appreciate it, buddy. You are the man, dude. You are the man. Appreciate it. That's right, Joe. He says, wow, thanks to Larry for giving us more top 10s. I know. Larry inspired me, man. He made fun of the top 10s, and I was like, well, I have to do more. I have to do more. To make Larry happy, I promise. Because I don't want to make him mad, you know. I want to make him happy. Larry, more top 10s. I'm going to do a whole show of top 10s, Larry. That'll make Larry extra happy. Hell, I'm going to do a top 10 of the top 10 lists that I've ever done. That'll make him extra happy. Hell yeah. That's a good idea, Dave. I will. I'll do it. I'm writing that one down. Top 10s of the top 10s. Hell yeah. You see it? Look. Top 10 of top 10. There you are. Oh, yeah. All right. I finally got caught up. That took me forever to catch up. I'm sorry. Because I was talking to Mr. Lantern. Because like I said, someone said I don't talk to Mr. Lampy enough. So I was like, I got to get some more questions in for Mr. Lampy. That threw me off because, you know, I had to get through all the chat. Because I try to answer everyone's questions and comments. Because I love you guys all. So yeah. Well, I'm glad you do. I like doing them too, Kate. I try to come up with fun topics, fun top 10s. Sometimes I sit here, though, before a show, and I'm like, I've talked about a lot of stuff. So it's hard sometimes to come up with a new topic, but yeah. All right. Well, let's get to some topics, shall we? All right. Tina, I'm almost done. We're down to a couple pages, and then I'm going to start on James's. So the next time I hang out with you, Hopefully it'll be done by the next time I hang out with you and Dave. Hopefully, because we only got a couple pages left, Tina. A couple. So we've got, Tina, we've got the back of this, and then we have about that much left, Tina. Not much. All right. So, yeah. All right. Oh, man. Oh, that was loud. Damn. All right. Let's start with, what is some of the best fan advice? Because I've been getting a lot of fan advice throughout my whole YouTube career, but a lot lately because a lot of shit has happened. So, best fan advice. The big one that everyone has said is don't let a troll know that you're sad or it's affecting you. They said even put on a fake smile. And I was like, man, I should have listened to that ages ago. So, don't let trolls see your feelings hurt, I guess, or let them know that whatever they do affects you. So don't let trolls affect you is basically what zillions of fans have said since day one. It just took me a long time to figure it out. And again, I'm not perfect. They know what buttons to push, so it's going to be a big challenge to just stay positive and just kind of do what Visions does. Visions, I'm using you as an example. All you really care about is your friends and your family. Everything else, you're like, I don't give a shit about anything else, Fears. And he goes, it's so much easier, like, to not care about anything else except for those two things. And then none of that bullshit on YouTube really matters. And I was like, that's true. That's true. So, yeah. So, let's see. What's another one? Pixel, I gotta write you down. Without Pixel, I wouldn't have gained more subs and more views. He said, Fears, start doing in real life streams and start doing the shorts. So, I gotta put that down. So, do in real life streams. You also said, Pixel, do the streams on your phone at the conventions, because I used to do that once in a blue moon. Now I do them all the time. So do convention streams or whatever streams out and about. Do the shorts. And I've been doing the shorts on both channels. Do shorts. Don't get mad on camera, you know? Because, again, Visions, you said it a million times. Bukaki said it a million times. Pretty much everyone. Literally, you guys have said it in every way, form. You're like, Fierce, when you get mad on camera, you look like a fucking idiot when you get mad. And then the trolls are like, oh, well, we've won. We pissed them off. So, don't get mad on camera. Another one. Don't take YouTube so seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously, because you guys know sometimes Fierce takes myself. Sometimes I'm happy-go-lucky, joke around like right now. Other times I take myself way too fucking serious. And there's a reason, because I don't want to die. What's the word I'm trying to think of? Any person that's went through life, you have your successes and your achievements, and then you have your failures. I want more achievements in my life than failures, because I've achieved a lot of good stuff, but then I've failed fucking miserably at other things, like really bad. I think we all have, if you're honest with yourself. So, don't take YouTube too serious. don't take yourself too serious. I've said this about myself. Fears. You got to make YouTube fun again, because for a while, it's like a roller coaster. Sometimes YouTube's fun, sometimes YouTube is bad. I'm like, you got to make it fun almost always, if not always, you know. So make YouTube fun. People have said, Fierce, you got to work on yourself, like everything. My dad said that. My friends have said that. I've said it to myself, so that's what I'm doing. I'm working on losing weight. I'm working on getting a better job. But, because it's a lot easier to find a job when you have a job. There's been certain situations, like when I'm in Missouri, where I just couldn't take it anymore. And I'm like, oh, fuck this job. And I quit in Missouri. Or I had to quit, you know, whenever that guy was giving me a bunch of shit. And he's like, I already gave you 3 weeks off for your dad's funeral. And all. I'm like, fuck you. I don't care. I'm like, no job is better or more important than my dad. I'm like, I need more time. If you don't give me more time, I said it nicely, then I'm going to quit. And he's like, well, I'm sorry, Fears, if that's how you feel. He goes, I've gave you more than enough time. I'm like, no, you did. I'm like, there's never enough time that I can have with my dad. So I said, I'm going to quit. I said, I'll come in the next 2 days, and I did. I said, and then I'm going to quit, you know? And I did. And then, you know, I went to, because I kept going back and forth. That's what he didn't like. I said, hey, I got to go visit my dad. And I took a week or 2 off, went to go visit my dad. I came back. And then when it got even worse, you know, I was like, yeah, I might need another 2 or 3 weeks. My dad's getting really bad. He's like, Fears, I can't keep doing this. I'm like, yeah, you can. It's my dad. I'm like, don't even go there. I'm like, because I said, I'll shut that shit down. Lickety goddamn split. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to, Jen. But I was being for real. Because this guy wasn't going to, like, stop me from visiting my dad. I was like, you are high on crack if you think that's going to happen. No. So, he's like, well, I can't keep doing this, Fears. I was like, all right, well, you know what? I'm done then. Bye. Later. I can get another job. Peace, deuce, later. And it was the best. And you guys even said, you're like, Fears, you got to go spend as much time with your dad as possible, which I appreciate you guys doing. And it was awesome. I got to spend, like, the last 3 or 4 weeks with my dad, and we hung out every fucking day, and it was awesome. It was fucking awesome, man. We were eating pizza, we were watching Star Trek, and we were going nuts, and just kicking back and talking about good times and shit, and I didn't want it to end, man. I really didn't. So I appreciate that. So let's see. Make YouTube fun. Let's see what else. What else? I'm trying to think of all the other stuff that you guys have said. You guys have gave me such wonderful advice over the years, and I appreciate all my loving and loyal fans, and I love you guys. That's true, Bukaki. Failure is how you learn. Oh, absolutely. You know, I got some really good advice from Mr. Lantern. I just farted. So, Lantern, I took that to heart. So I'm going to take that down, Lantern. You burping? Oh, goddamn. You know? So, Lantern, I'm going to put that down. I just farted. Oh, yeah. I just farted. Oh, that was a good burp. A good burp. And then one of the best Mr. Lampy quotes of all time. I don't know, you know. Because if you don't know, it's just so much more funner to say it like Mr. Lampy. I don't know. So I don't know. And then number 10, try not to turn red on camera. I know it's hard, but well, I guess that goes in with don't get mad on camera. So let me think of another one. Well, you guys have said it. Visions. You can clarify this. Pixel, you've said it. Sometimes I give people chances. I'm going to try to give people more chances in the chat, like 3 or 4 chances. Because Visions, you just said it. You're like, Fierce, you've been making a lot of Tarman videos recently, right? You know, some guy came in, Tarman lover or Tar guy or whatever the hell his name was. And then I basically said, yeah, fuck you, bye, you're gone. And I got rid of him real quick. And you were like, Fierce, that could have been an actual guy that saw your Tarman videos. It was like, hey, man, I love Return of the Living Dead. I'm going to check out Fierce's channel. And I just said, I pretty much just nuked him, you know? So, even though you and Bukaki and Pixel and other people said it in your own little way, basically the advice was, give at least people 3 or 4 chances before you time them out or block them. So I'm going to work on that. So, unless it's like Crackpot or Larry, you know, that make another account, and then I'm not going to deal with that. I'm going to be like, nope, you've had enough chances, bye, you're gone. But anyone else, yeah, I'll give them some chances. So, give people more chances in the chat. So that's good advice. All right. I need to use the restroom. I'll be right back. Yeah. Lantern, I'm about to fart. I'm not going to fart here, but I'm going to fart in there. So, yeah. Let's see. Kate, what are you saying? Hi, like Biscuit to play that shit. What? I don't know what the hell's going on. All right, I'll be back. 2 seconds. Okay. Oh, man. He's taking a special selfie for me and... No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not, buddy. That selfie will never happen. You're scaring me, Visions. You're scaring me. No butthole selfies. 0. No. No, 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 no. For the ladies, maybe. You know? For the ladies, you know. You know, I've done a lot of Crohn's dumps, so some ladies are into that. But yeah. Anyway. Let's continue on. Let's see. What was the last thing I... Let's see. What was the last thing I... Let's see. The last thing I read, I think, was Bukake saying, failure is how you learn. This is true. It's true. Let's see. Mr. Lampy is here, Joey. He is here. Oh, I would never do that, Kate. Never. Never. Never, never, never. So, yeah. Absolutely, Dave. I'm going to give them a chance to prove they are fans, not assume that they are trolls. Exactly. Because I'm telling you, Visions said that exact thing. The tar guy came in here, absolutely nuked him within seconds. He was in here probably not even 5 seconds. I mean, I went, boom, you're gone. And it could have been a fan. You never know. You never know. Because you don't really know who's behind the camera. I mean, behind the profile. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, I'm going to give him a couple chances before I, have to time him out or get rid of him. So, yeah. Let's see. Lantern said, we just heard Fear's fart. You must have sonic hearing, Lantern, because I did go number 2, but I didn't fart a lot. So, yeah. So, Lantern, you got some sonic hearing there, buddy. Hell yeah. Dave says the truth will come out soon enough. Oh, absolutely. And they've threatened me a lot, and I'm not afraid of them whatsoever, I'm just going to focus on the positive things. My job, my friends, my family, the loving and loyal fans, my content, getting caught up on the content, providing more content. I can't wait to go visit my mom in April, because that's Shelton's 1-year-old. And she said, do you want to, plan his birthday party and help decorate? And I said, hell yes. I said, I got to be the cool Uncle Fears and buy him a gift. So I'm stoked. I'm ready. It's going to be awesome. Let's see. Dave says, did you grab the Febreze? I did. I'm almost out, though, Dave. I need to get some more Febreze. So I need to get some more. But I will. I will. Very true, Dave. Absolutely. Dave's a smart guy. Dave's a very good friend of mine. He's awesome. Let's see. Tina says, hi, Visions. And then Vision says, hello, Tina. I know, Jed. I was just joking. I was attempting to make a joke. She says, Fears, ladies don't really like butthole selfies. I would assume so. I was joking. But yeah. Careful, Cooper thought he was taking a butthole. I couldn't believe that. When Visions told me about that, I was like, no, you don't do that. Because I'm telling you, once your naked body hits the internet, your life is over. So I would never do that. I would never do that. So yeah. No, 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 no. You'll never see Fears naked on the internet. Not whatsoever. All right. Well, let's move on to the next topic. I got to hurry because it's 6:37. I want to eat something before... I've already taken a shower because I had to prepare because Zach's like, hey, Fears, the minute you're done, I'm going to set mine up. He's going at 8, and he said he wants to go to 11. I don't know if I'm going to stay on there till 11 because I need to get a nap. I want to edit for a little while before I go into work. I want to take a little nap. So, yeah. I'll be on there for maybe an hour or two, but definitely not till 11. So, yeah. All right. Let's review Masters of the Universe. Quite the 80s classic. 1980... Oh, hang on. When was this made? Hang on. Hang on. I don't know why they didn't call it He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, because that's what the cartoon was called, but they just called it Masters of the Universe. Still a great 80s film. Still a great 80s film. I mean, despite all the flaws and shit, it's still a pretty good movie, you know? Lots of action. All right, hang on. Hey, Meta, what year did they make Masters of the Universe, the live-action movie?
The live-action Masters of the Universe movie is set to release on June 5th.
No. The 80s one. The 80s one.
You're thinking of the 1987 film Masters of the Universe, starring Dolph Lundgren as He-Man and Frank Langella as Skeletor. That one's a cult classic.
It is a cult classic. Thank you. All right. So, 1987, Masters of the Universe. Here we go. Masters of the Universe. 1987. I'm going to give it a, let's see here. Despite its flaws, and it's not a perfect film. It's a good film. It's got a lot of action. It's very enjoyable. I believe it was Dolph Lundgren's first film. Let me check. I believe it was, but give me a second. Meta, was that Dolph Lundgren's first film ever?
Dolph Lundgren's first film role was actually Rocky IV.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Rocky IV. That's right. Rocky IV. All right, so let's see here. A lot of action. So it's three things. It's an action / comedy / adventure. So it's action, adventure, comedy. Oh, well, and then it's sci-fi because he's from a different planet, so sci-fi too. So comedy, lots of action, sci-fi, action, adventure. There's a couple of villains. There's obviously the big one, Skeletor. He's the big villain. And then you got all the Skeletor henchmen. My favorite henchman is probably the Beast Man. And then Evil Lynn. She's a great evil, like, well, let's put it out there. No offense, ladies. Evil Lynn in this movie, she is one crazy bitch. I'm gonna put it out there. She's crazy. She's fucking nuts. So, lots of good villains. So, lots of good villains. You got Gwildor, which is a good guy. You got He-Man, obviously the hero. You got Master at Arms, He-Man. Thank the sorceress you're alive. One of the greatest quotes out of the film. I've been looking for you. How many units are left? Not many. It was chaos. It was anarchy. Castle Grayskull fell. And he's like going fucking nuts and shit. And the first battle is where they shot a lot of Star Trek episodes with those jagged edge rocks on that canyon. And they shot in front of that in the first opening shot of Jingle All the Way, where Turbo Man was like fighting all those crazy guys. And they shot in front of those rocks. They made Fred Flintstone's house and his driveway, and the whole street was shot near those jagged rocks. So, a lot of good movie locations. So, Eternia and Castle Grayskull was shot in that park with those jagged rocks. So, a historical movie location. A lot of television shows. They shot 2 episodes of Airwolf in front of those rocks. I mean, they've shot almost everything in movie and TV history in front of those rocks because they're so tall and they're so jagged and they look so weird. But they're weird, but they're cool. So, yeah. So, good movie locations. Just a little history. Let's see, my 2 favorite scenes. Probably when Skeletor and all of his evil henchmen are just trashing the music store. He-Man and all of his buddies, they've hidden in this music shop, and they're coming through the window. They're destroying amps and guitars and drums, and their laser beams are all fucking going crazy all through the fucking place, and it is like a battle of epic proportions. So, the music shop scene. Because that scene goes on for quite a long time. And then let's see here. Let's see what's another good scene. Probably when the Master at Arms tells Gwildor to open up a time portal, and he's like, "Gwildor, get us out of here!" And he's like, "Where?" And he's like, "Anywhere." And then he's like, "The door's open. He-Man, come on." He's like, "No, I won't leave her." And then, like, the sorceress is like, "But you must. Eternity needs you, He-Man. You still have until moonrise to save my life." And it's all fucking heroic, and he's going fucking nuts. And he's got a sword, and he's got a laser, cannon in one hand. And he's running, and he's, like, dodging laser beams and shit. And he's like, "Gwildor, come on." And he jumps, grabs Gwildor, almost loses the cosmic key, jumps through the time portal, going fucking nuts, dodges 1,000 lasers. It's probably my second favorite scene. So, jumping through the time portal. Trust me, if you liked He-Man as a kid, you'll love the live-action version. It's got some flaws, but despite its flaws and shit, good watch. I'm glad that it's in the movie collection. So, yeah. And I've watched it before, but I haven't watched it for my movie app. So now I have. So tonight, before I go to work, I'm gonna add it to the movie app. And this guy right here, I forgot his acting name, but he plays Tom Paris all 7 seasons of Star Trek Voyager. This guy right here, right there. Good actor. What's his name? Robert something. Meg Foster is Evil Lynn. Oh, hang on. I forgot his name. It's Robert something, I think. Hang on. Hey, Meta, in Masters of the Universe 80s movie, who played the boyfriend that was also on Star Trek Voyager?
You're thinking of Garrett Wang, who played Voyager's Tom Paris, and also had a role in the 1987 Masters of the Universe film as Prince Adam's friend. However, his role in the movie isn't particularly significant.
That's not true. He's like one of the main actors, so Meta got it wrong. It's him. He's like the main human, because he's like protecting Julie, his girlfriend, played by Courtney Cox. That was her first film. So yeah. So Garrett Wang, he played Tom Paris. Good actor. I do recommend it. If you like He-Man, the cartoon, then you'll love the live-action version. And even though Dolph Lundgren, he's got that accent, he played a good He-Man. Very good He-Man. I recommend it. Oh, I forgot to rate it. I'm going to give it a... It's got a few flaws, but despite its flaws, I'm going to give it a solid 8.9 out of 10. Still, it's a very enjoyable watch. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So, all right. There we are. All right. Oh, hang on. All right, let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat here. Oh, man. Let's see here. Kate definitely wants to see that hole. Does she? But she will not get to see that hole. Let's see. Kate says, I want to pay the troll toll to get a look. Oh, no. No. Let's stop talking about holes. You guys are freaking me out. Visions, you started this. Ugh. Stay away from my holes! Anyway. But Dave, you got to admit, Rocky 4 is awesome. I must break you. Boom! Hits the boxing gloves with force, and he's just like, bam, bam, bam. I mean, he's going fucking nuts in that movie. He's going nuts. And he barely says anything. He goes, I must break you. He looks up. He's like, what, 6'5"? He's like almost as tall as Pixel. And then Rocky Balboa's around my height, 5'6", 5'7", looks up. I must break you. Bam! Hits the boxing gloves. I mean, with blunt force. And I'm like, oh shit. Shit's about to hit the fan. I like Rocky, but I love Rambo so much better. And look into my eyes. Fears will one day own the little Rocky medallion, you know, with the boxing glove as a prop. It'll be on that shelf one day. And then one of these days, on the wall, I will have every single Rambo knife. All of them. 1 through 5. Unless they make another Rambo. However many Rambo movies that come out while I'm still alive, I will have every single knife one day. One day. So, yeah. Exactly, Bukaki. He's not human. And then that German, I'm sorry, not that German, that Russian guy, he's like, whatever he hits, he destroys. And then he's like, you talk to him like he's not human. He goes, yes, he isn't. Or, you know, that guy. And he goes fucking nuts. And then remember when, like, Rocky, like, he just, bam, hits him right in the fucking face right here, and he gashes him, right? The black guy's like, see? He's nothing. He's a man. He bleeds. He's like, now get in there, kick his fucking ass, or he says some shit like that. Rocky just goes, all right, I'm about to make shit fucking happen. And he, boom, he just goes fucking nuts on him. Hell yeah. Rocky for the win. But come on. Rocky was always going to win. You know what I'm saying? He's just like Rambo. Rambo's like, I don't give a shit if there's 500, you know, guys. All I need is my knife, my mind, and a fucking machine gun, and I will tear shit up. Hell yeah. I really wish, Bukaki, Visions, I've said it 1,000 times, I wish my dad could have seen Last Blood, you know, before he died. He saw it 1 through 4, and my dad's favorite was obviously 1, but in this order. He actually loved 2 more than 1, and one of his favorite scenes is one of my favorite scenes where it starts raining and all those Russian guys, and he just keeps killing those Russian guys in all different ways. You know, he's covered in mud and kills the guy, then he jumps out of the fucking water and fucking arrows the shit out of some guy, like right here and all that crap. So, he loved, in this order, he loved Rambo 2, then Rambo 1, then, for some reason, he just thought Rambo 3 was okay, but he loved Rambo 2, then Rambo 1, then Rambo 4, then Rambo 3. I believe is how he liked it. I believe that's what my dad said. I'm trying to remember. I know for a fact number 2 was his favorite one. Because he also loved where he's like, Murdoch, I'm coming. And, you know, he's holding on to it, you know, the microphone. He's like, I'm coming to get you. Bam! Just hits that fucking guy in the face. That guy goes flying out. Hits that guy in the fucking back. Turns on the fucking thing that electrifies him. Grabs his fucking bows and arrows. Dives out the fucking window. That guy's fucking shooting. Going fucking nuts. That's one of my dad's favorite scenes out of number 2. I'm like, oh, it's a good scene. It's awesome. I really wish he could have seen number 5. Dad, if you're listening, Last Blood is fucking great. Last Blood is fucking great. So, yeah. Especially the end. You know, he has all those underground tunnels visions, you know. You guys have seen it. And he's like, I'm going to fucking kill all these motherfuckers. Puts all these booby traps. He's got the fucking knife. And the guy cuts the fucker's leg off. And then he, like, stabs him and shoots him. I'm like, this guy's going fucking nuts, man. Epic. I'll always love Rambo a little bit more. I love Rocky. Don't get me wrong. Rocky's great. I love Rocky. But I just like Rambo just a little bit more. I don't care how old he is. Make Rambo 6. Make Rambo 7. Fuck, make a prequel to Rambo. I fucking love Rambo, man. Make as many of them as you can. Sly, get on Rambo 6. Come on. I need more. I need more. Give me more. That's right, y'all. Let's see. Strong Bear says, 2 other Dolph movies were The Punisher. I've seen it. I've seen it. I've got it on DVD. I haven't watched it in a while. I can't remember if I like it or not. So, you know what? I'll watch that one tonight. It's in the other room. I'll watch The Punisher tonight. Hopefully I can finish it by tonight because I got to be at work later on. If I don't finish it tonight, I'll finish it tomorrow. That's a good situation. Because I know for a fact, Dave, I've watched it before, but I haven't watched it for my movie app. Because it doesn't count unless I watch it, review it, and log it. So, yeah. I'd rather have the Highlander, Longwood, than all the Rambo knives. Really? Come on, Banjo. I mean, not Banjo. God, I'm tired. Bukek, you're telling me you wouldn't want to have one Rambo knife? Come on. At least one? Because you can have both. You can have the Highlander shit. But come on. Visions? Would you want to have one of the Rambo knives? Let me know. I have to. It's a must. I got to have two props of Rambo. I mean, two props of Rocky. I got to have the little medallion, with a little punching bag. I'd love to have that. And then I'd love to have where he wears the Apollo Creed boxer. Whatever the hell it was. I got to have that too. I'd love to frame that. That would be fucking sweet. And then Rocky, I just got to have fucking all those knives. All of them. Yeah. Your dad would have loved... Well, he may have, Bukaki. I never watched it. You told me about it. I believe that's on the list. My dad could have watched that. I don't know if my dad watched that one or not. I don't want to put words in his mouth. Because I really don't know if my dad watched Highlander or not. He may have. I have no idea. Punisher Warzone 2008 is awesome. Oh, it is! I love that one. That one's great. That one is awesome. That one, he's been the Punisher for quite a while. The 2004 one is where he becomes the Punisher, where all those gangsters, kill his entire family, and they think they killed him, and he falls in the ocean, and then he's literally got blood coming out of the wound, and then that black guy's like, Castle, I'll take care of you. Fixes him up, and then he's like, well, what the fuck am I going to do now? They killed my son, they killed my wife, he's at a family reunion, he goes, they killed every single one of my family members. And he's like, all right, I'm pissed. I'm getting some revenge. Because I do the same thing. I'm like, oh, you killed my family? Well, no more Mr. Nice Fears. I don't care if I go to prison for the rest of my life. If somebody killed my brother or Shelton or my mom, I'd be getting some major fucking revenge. I'm not kidding. Oh, yeah. That is a good movie, Bukaki. Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen the Dolph Lundgren one. From what I remember, it's got a lot of action, and it's got that, I forget his name. He was in a lot of 70s, 80s, and 90s. That black guy that was in Toy Soldiers with Sean Astin. The black guy, he plays the Dean. And he was also in Iron Eagle, that 80s movie with that young guy, I forgot his name. But he plays Chappie Sinclair out of Iron Eagle, which the first one is the only good one. They made 4 of those. 2's all right. 3 sucks. 4 sucks from what I remember. I haven't watched them in a while. But 1 and 2 are pretty good. 3, 4, not so much. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It'd be on. It would be on. That's what it is, Visions. Thank you for yeah. That guy was in everything. And he's in the Dolph Lundgren Punisher. He's in Iron Eagle, which I haven't got that on Blu-ray yet. That's going to be a hard one to find. That one's old as hell. But it has one of the greats, the Doug Masters, the young guy. He gets the sights, on the Iraqi guy, and he's like, so long, asshole. Blows that fucker right out of the sky. He didn't even have it. He didn't even see it coming. And then he's awesome as Chappie Sinclair in Iron Eagle. And he plays the no-nonsense, no joking around Dean out of Toy Soldier. And when I met Sean Astin, looking back, I wish I would have got 2 autographs, Visions. I remember, it was at Wizard World Comic Con. I walk up. He's got a full spread, right? He's got just pictures and autographs of fucking almost every movie. And I got Goonies. Thank God I got Goonies. And I remember I said two things. I said, nice to meet you. I love you in Goonies. And I said, I also love you in Toy Soldiers. And he's like, oh, thanks, man. I said, I got a question to ask you. I said, people say that I look like Sean Astin. He goes, Fears, you're like the spitting image of Sean Astin out of Rudy. And I said, do we look alike? And he kind of looked at me and he said, yeah, a little bit. And he goes, we have kind of the same haircut. And I was like, I've been hearing that my whole life, you know? And I said, now that I'm meeting you, I just wanted to know. He's like, yeah. He's like, we look pretty similar. But I wish, the only thing I regret, Visions, is I just got a Goonies signature from him. I wish he had tons of pictures of Toy Soldiers, because that is a great 80s action movie. If you've never seen that movie, it's fucking great. I don't mean to curse, but it's that great. So, watch that one, Toy Soldiers. Because everybody gets it mixed up. There's two movies called Toy Soldiers. There's Toy Soldiers, that Disney movie where those toys come alive and they start trying to kill like all the people in the neighborhood, and they have that military chip in them. It's good. It's an action comedy because people get hurt in that, you know? They start, like, all the toys start attacking people. And it's a good movie. The Toy Soldier one I'm thinking of is the 80s one where the terrorist takes over that school of all those misfit, like, teenager and college kids, and then the college kids are like, fuck these terrorists. I've had enough of their crap. This is our school. They're not going to tell us what to do. Fuck them. You know, we're gonna fight back. And they kick ass and take names. I love that movie. Love it. Love it. You guys need to watch it. It's great. Watch it. Good, good, good. But yeah, thanks, Visions. I couldn't remember that guy's name. I knew what he looked like. I just couldn't remember the guy's name. He's a great actor. He's quite old now. I don't know if he's still alive or not. But yeah. He was in almost every 70s, 80s, 90s. He had a massive... He was in everything. He did commercials. He did cameos in commercials. He did movies. He was in a guest star on tons of TV shows. I think he did an episode of either MacGyver or Airwolf. One of them. He was on everything. So yeah. Let's see. Lannon says, bless you. Well, thanks, Mr. Lampy. I appreciate that. Let's see. Thank you, and you're welcome, Mr. Lannon. That was called Small... That's what it was, Dave. I'm sorry. I knew it was something Soldiers. That's a good movie, though, because everyone thinks, oh, it's gonna suck because it's automatically a Disney movie. I'll admit, I do like Disney movies, but some of them are crap. Some of them are really good. Like Small Soldiers, that's good, you know? Tommy Lee Jones plays the main, like, Captain Commander guy. He did a good job. It's a solid movie. It's a solid watch. All right, let's see what's next. Let's see. I did the advice. I did the reviewing the movie. I think I'm going to do one more topic and then call it a night because I'm going to get something to eat. I'm going to clean up all this stuff and get ready for Zach's, because Zach's show is in about an hour. Was it? Okay. I'm sorry, Dave. I thought it was a Disney movie. I'm sorry about that. I could have sworn it was. My bad. My bad. So it's not a Disney movie. It's a Universal movie. Still good, though. Check it out. And you guys have got to check out Toy Soldiers with Sean Astin. That's awesome. Awesome. It's not my first action film, but I remember renting that with my dad. My dad's like, oh, this sounds good. He goes, you guys want to watch it? I'm like, yeah. We watched RoboCop, Predator, Predator 2, RoboCop 1, 2, and 3, Indiana Jones, The Fugitive. That was a good watch with my dad. Oh, yeah. The Fugitive is kick-ass. Awesome. Now, Vision, I know you liked that one. I liked it way before, because you know what the trolls like, oh, you just like it because Vision's like it. No, trolls, I don't. I watched that one with my dad, but it's based on the black and white television show, The Fugitive. I've never seen that. but it's the same concept, except they stretched it out. It's like 5 or 6 seasons of Richard Kimball running from Gerard and evading the cops, and he's got to like think of ways to like hide his identity and get food and get clothing and hop from town to town. I need to get the old show because, man, I saw some trailers and I saw some stuff on YouTube. I looked it up one day. Looks like a good show. One of these days I'll get it and watch it. I got quite a lot of shows to catch up on, my friends. All right, last topic. Let's do. What are we looking forward to Christmas for? Here we go. Looking forward. What are the fans and I looking forward to for Christmas? So, write in the chat what you guys are looking forward to for Christmas. I'll put some of your guys' answers down and some of mine. Number one, I cannot wait to see my mom and my brother and my brother's wife and Shelton's response to the stuff I got Shelton and my mom. Because I took your advice, Visions. She's going to love the gift I got her. Oh, man, she's going to freak out. She is going to, it's going to be so good. And I'll tell you guys what I got Shelton after Christmas. I got him some kick-ass stuff. Oh, my God. Oh, man. He's going to be set for a while. Clothes. I got him some books. I got him some Ghostbuster stuff. I got him some Ninja Turtle stuff. I got him some educational toys because I got his mom's permission. She's like, you can get him some cool toys, some vintage stuff. And I got him some vintage stuff. But she's like, but I want some educational stuff. And I said, I don't know what to get him. So I got him 2 books. And she's like, that's good. That's educational. I said, well, I'll let you buy the educational toys. And I said, books are very educational. She goes, books are good. She goes, your brother and I will read to him. I said, great. I bought him a book when I was in town. I read him a book. She said, oh, I read that book all the time. So I'm looking forward to seeing their reactions to their gifts. So, reaction to my family's presents. Hanging out with my family because I'm going to FaceTime them. So, FaceTiming my family. FaceTiming my family. Always the Christmas Eve read of 'Twas the Night Before Christmas with the fans. Reading. I do it every year for you guys. Reading the Night Before Christmas. "'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through Fears' house, not a creature was stirring, not even that damn mouse. And there lay the trolls, all frozen in the snow. Should Randall and I help them? Hell fucking no! Let their bodies rot and let them turn to mush. Fears will pull down his pants, and I'll have a good ush." That's right, I'll shit on their face. It's going to be a good read. It's going to be good. I've added some more lines to the story. I've been working on it. Oh, yeah. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. Away to Fears' window, I flew like a flash. I opened the window, and what to my wondering eyes should appear but a truckload of women. And Fears gets a caseload of beer. That's right. St. Nicholas, drunk, dancing, and cheer. Fears, do you want a beer? Yeah, I want a beer. All right. So, next, reaction to my family's presents, FaceTiming my family, reading the night before Christmas, the Christmas Eve and the Christmas Day live stream. So, Christmas Eve live stream. Bukagi says, reading Randy's memory book. I can do that. So Randy's, because I want that hex gone, Visions. No hex! Ah! Randall's memory book. Christmas Day live stream. Which is essentially the Christmas unboxing. I got some good stuff this year. The trolls don't get it. I don't care that I already know what I get. You guys don't know what I got. So, because I only get really... It's not about what you get. It's about Jesus and God. Hello? Ring any bells? It's not about all the presents and the Frosted Snowman and Rudolph and all that stupid bullshit. It's about family, friends. It's better to give than receive. I mean, everybody likes presents, but I mainly do that for you guys, you know? But to make it more fun, you know? But really, I only get something from my mom, and then my brother's wife always gets me something. My brother does. I get some from my uncles and stuff, American uncles and British uncles, and then Randall said he's going to get me something, and then LC always gets me something. But I always open that one at the Christmas party, so that's always good. And LC already knows what he's getting, because once he saw the video, what the hell is it called? The Game Boy. He was like, Fierce, where'd you get that Lego build? I'm like, classically Walmart, as always. He's like, Fierce, get me that for my Christmas gift. We're square. I was like, well, that's easy. I'm like, I'm going to buy that this week. So, yeah. So, those are the only people I got. So, yeah. It's going to be good. Christmas Day live stream. LC's party. LC's party. I haven't decided. One day, I'm either going to go to Disney on Christmas Eve or probably Christmas Day, because I'm going to be so busy on Christmas Eve. So, Disney. Because, again, I'm not like Adam. Hey, let me go every week. God, I couldn't do it every week. A couple times a year, I'm good with that. I couldn't do it every single week. I mean, God bless him. Adam, you make great content. But it's just too much Disney. It's too much. I like more of his exploring vlogs. Like, right now, he's in Rome. And I haven't caught up with those vlogs yet. I'm like, fucking Rome? I'm like, dude, you are damn lucky. I believe Zach told me. Rome, Italy, he's over there somewhere. I need to check out some of his vlogs. Either tomorrow or the next day. He posted a picture on his Instagram. He was eating lunch somewhere in Rome or Italy. I was like, it must be nice, buddy. It must be nice. Seriously, if I had as much money as Adam and as much subs, this is where all the YouTube money would go. I would donate a lot to charity. I would give a lot to my family. I'd give even more back to the fans. I would travel a lot. I would make so much more vlogs than I already do now. And, oh, what's that charity that helps? There's a couple charities I would give it to. I would donate a lot of money to finally finding a cure for cancer. And we all know why. Because, I mean, even though I don't like Larry, he almost died of it. My dad died of it. So, I'm like, get the fucking money. Find a fucking cure. Now. Not fucking 20 years from now. Fucking get it done now. I donate to that. I would donate. There's a charity for the homeless. I would donate. Well, I've always enjoyed Michael J. Fox's work, so I would donate a lot to the Parkinson's Foundation, because, man, I have so much damn respect for that guy. He's shaken, he's getting worse, but he doesn't let it affect him. Like, if he's not shooting a movie or commercial or whatever, then he's, going nuts at conventions, and he's doing a lot of What is it? Whenever you stand in front of a group, I'm having a brain fart. Public speaking. If he's not public speaking or in a commercial or in a movie, because he still acts, he does every once in a blue moon. Then he's doing all the other shit, or he's working for his foundation. So I would donate a shitload to his foundation. So hell yeah. All right, number 8, Disney. What else? Reaction to my family's presents, FaceTime of my family, read a night before Christmas for the fans, Christmas Eve live stream, Randy's memory book, Christmas Day live stream, LC party, Disney. What else? Fears loves Christmas movies. I'm gonna be cranking out the Christmas movies during December, as many as I can. So half of Christmas I'll be working on that, and the other half I will be working on this. Quite the collection. How many's in here? Includes 18 holiday favorites. So last year I got through Rudolph, Cricket of the Hearth, The Little Drummer Boy, and I believe I got through... I'll have to look at it and see if I got through Frosty the Snowman, because I did add those on my app. So I think the next one, I'm either going to start with Frosty the Snowman or Santa Claus is coming to town. So I'm going to try to get through as many of these, as possible. And then whenever all these are done, I've got more Christmas movies here, more Christmas movies there, more Christmas movies over there, more in my room. I got a lot. So, yeah. I always watch, you guys know, one of the best Christmas movies of all time. There's 3 of them. Home Alone, Christmas Vacation with Clark Griswold, and then, what's another good one? Like my top 3. In this order. Home Alone's always my favorite Christmas movie. My second is Christmas Vacation. And then probably the old 1950s British version of A Christmas Carol. It is so good. You guys have to watch it. It's the one that my mom grew up with. I've got both versions, black and white, and then later on they put color into it. My mom never had color. She watched it. In black and white. So I've got both versions on Blu-ray. I've got the color version, I've got the black and white version. Those are 3 of my favorites. And Bukkake, I was just about to say, if I had to pick a 4th one, A Christmas Story. I always watch those 4. So even though I've already reviewed all of them, and I believe all those are on the app, I don't give a shit. I'm watching all 4 of those. But it's smiling at us. And then the Chinese guy's like, oh, yeah. Bam! And then the wife freaks out, cuts off the duck. I've never had duck. I wonder if it's good or not. Has anyone had duck in the chat? It looks good. It looked good in the movie. I would love to try duck. And then, well, did you have a good Christmas? Yeah, pretty good. Did you get everything you wanted? Almost. Almost. Well, maybe next year. Say, what's that behind the drawer? Right over there by the desk. Why don't you go check it out? And it's just like, it's so good, Bukkake. He unwraps it, like let's say this is the body. He goes, oh, it was beautiful. I can't wait to try it out. And he's all like this, and the guy's like, do you know how to load it? And he's like, and he shakes the little thing, and he puts it in there. It's classic. It's so good. And then he runs outside to go try it, and I love what the dad said. He looks at his wife and goes, I had one when I was 8 years old. Hell yeah. So my that I wanted so bad. So my Christmas Story toy when I was a kid, there was 3 that I wanted so bad. I wanted this epic Lego castle. I don't know, it was like, well, epic. I thought it was epic at the time. It's kind of little now when you look at the box, but I thought it was big. It was like about this tall and about that wide. I built it myself. So that one I wanted, and I got. Then another one was... What was the other one? Oh, the Super Nintendo. I got that. Fucking UN Squadron, baby. Hell yeah. Castlevania. Hell yeah. And then the other, what was the other one? Oh, and then I begged my parents for the VHS Home Alone, and I got that too. So those were like my 3 Christmas story. Like, oh, Mom, Dad, I want it. Please give it to me. You know? Anyway. Now, as an adult, I'm like, just give me every movie prop alive, you know? Give me Snake Plissken's actual eye patch. Kurt, give me the fucking leather jacket out of, Escape from New York. No, it's mine, Fierce. Oh, no! It may be yours now, but Fierce will get it one day. Give me the jacket, motherfucker. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a good one, though, Bukaki. It's good. Let's see. What's another good scene out of that? Finally, when he beats the shit out of Scott Fargus, because, man, that guy was a pain in the ass. Beats the shit out of Scott Fargus. You and Visions have got to watch the sequel. It's good. It's good. It's good, but it's not as good as the first one. But it's still good. Whenever I rented it from the library, I'll probably rent it again. Because I want to watch the first one, and then I want to watch... Well, technically, it's the third one. The second one's crap. I watched the trailer. It doesn't have any of the original actors, so it already looks crap. And I'm like, maybe one day I'll watch it, but not anytime soon. The third one is a direct sequel to number 1, so I'm definitely going to rent it from the library again. So that was good. But again, like, the first one, a 12 out of 10 for A Christmas Story. A Christmas Story, it's good. I'll give it about a 9 out of 10. But you got to watch it. I know Visions is the download master, Bukaki, so get him to download it for you guys. Watch it. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right, what's another thing? Elsie's Party, Disney, Christmas movies. Oh, am I out of ink? Hang on. There we go. Christmas movies. Oh, the church service. Christmas church service. I go every year. Church service. The Christmas dinner at church. It's always a good one. What else? Technically, I can't write down decorating because I've already got all my decorations up. So, I have to put this down because you guys know it's coming. More Blu-ray gems. A lot of gems. More gems. There's never enough gems. Oh, yeah. It's going to go from here. Right up there. There's never enough gems. Number 12. New gems. Gems. I think I hit all the good ones. Reaction to my family's presents, because I want them to enjoy them. I love my family. I always think of myself last. It's always my family and then my friends first. Then the church, then me. FaceTime my family, because I'm going to get to hang out with them on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Thank God for FaceTime. Read a night before Christmas. For the fans. Because I love the fans. Christmas Eve live stream. Hang out with Fears. Randy's memory book. Oh, I'm looking forward to the hex being gone. So, number 12, no hex. Because Visions, you got to clean that blood off your fucking table. I love you like a brother, buddy, but that blood is freaking me out. I'm not kidding. Whew. It's just too creepy. Let's see here. I think I hit all the, let's see. Christmas Day live stream, Elsie's Party, Disney, Christmas movies, the church service, the church dinner, new gems, no hex. I think that's everything. I think that's everything. All right, that's a good place to stop. All right. Whew. There we are. Well, what a good show. A weight has been lifted. When you don't care, it's way better. Vision, I should have listened to you ages ago, buddy. Anyway, let's catch up with the chat here. Let's see here. Let's see here. Where'd I leave off? I left off. Do you usually make a 10 list for the New Year's resolution? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Whenever it gets closer, Bukaki, remind me and I will do it. I usually do that on New Year's Eve or right before New Year's Eve, around there. I usually do that every year. That would be a good list. Oh, yeah. I'll do that one. Make a resolution to read 5 to 10 books this coming year. I need to read more. I really do. Pixel says, Fears, I like that shirt. Well, thanks, buddy. I don't remember where. I can't remember if I bought it somewhere. I think somebody gave it to me as a gift, Pixel. I cannot remember, so don't quote me. Jen says, I think that's his color. I do like green. My favorite colors, I know black isn't a color, or it's not classified as a color, but I do like black. I like my 4 colors. Yellow, blue, green, and black. Those are my 4. Love those. Love it. Pickle says, you and Kate going to go bowling? If Kate ever comes to visit, I don't mind bowling. Let's see here. Kate says, I'm a good bowler, so I'm glad Fears has a new positive outlook on life. Well, I'm just rusty. I've always had a positive outlook on life, Kate. Just, the trolls brought out the worst in me. Fuck you! I'm gonna fucking kill you, you motherfuckers! I went nuts. Plus, you guys know, Fears ain't gonna change overnight. You guys know sometimes I can get a little stubborn on, not everything, but I'm a little stubborn on some things. I'm calling myself out. So, I'm not gonna change overnight, but I'm definitely going to try my damnedest to not let trolls affect me. Be more positive. And just don't sweat the small stuff, you know. I really will try. Plus, Kate, I got to do a lot better because the last time I played bowling with that psycho, Carol, whatever the hell her name was, I can't even remember. It was that much of a horrible date. Like, you only got 40, ha ha ha. I'm like, who the fuck cares? I was so rusty. So, before we go out bowling, I need a few practice games. See, Joey says, me and Biscuit versus Fears and Kate. We can do that. We can definitely do that, Joey. Joey says, we will dominate in bowling. Listen. Bowling's not my game. Now, Joey, if it was me and Kate versus you and Biscuit in mini golf, you'd be trashed. You'd be gone. Hole in one, hole in one, hole in one, hole in one. And I'm like, hey, Joey, guess what? Another hole in one. And then you and Biscuit got into a fight. What the hell? What are you doing, babe? Do another hole in one. I'm trying, babe. No, you're not. You just got 4 on that fucking hole. Get me a hole in one. And then me and Kate would be laughing at you. And I'd look at Kate, and she'd look at me. She'd laugh. I'd laugh. Then we'd point and laugh at you guys. And then we'd all have fun, and then we'd go grab a beer later to celebrate me and Kate's victory. So, hell yeah. That's how I see it going down. You can have bowling, but me and Kate would dominate on the mini golf. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Now, let's take it to the pool game. Oh, anytime I went to church camp, Kate, they had They had, I loved, what is it called? Volleyball in the pool. I loved playing that in the pool. And then they had, then they had sand volleyball. I loved playing volleyball at church camp. It was always a lot of fun. So, you can even buy a little net. You can order it offline or you can buy it at Walmart. There's a little net that you stretch across and you get yourself a volleyball and you can play in the pool. That'd be awesome. Hell yeah. Let's do it. But yeah. Let's see. Vision said, I've seen the sequels. It was neat seeing everyone grown up, but it wasn't very good. All right, fair enough, Visions. Fair enough. I actually enjoyed the sequel, not the part 2. I may watch part 2 because it has Daniel Stern as the dad, the guy that played Marv from Home Alone. Not one original character, right? It's all a new cast. But the third one, they brought back all of Ralphie's friends. They brought back his brother. They brought back some of his classmates. They brought back Scott Fargus. Now he's a good guy. Now he's a police officer. They brought back Scott Fargus's bratty little brother or whatever the hell it was. Then you find out that his dad's died, and and they did the same thing just as an adult. He had the inner monologue like in his head and all that. I enjoyed it. Again, it was good, Visions, I admit, but nothing will top the first one. That's why I said the first Christmas Story, it is legendary. 12 out of 10. The third one, maybe not even an 8.9. It's a solid watch. Probably 8 out of 10. It's still good. It's just not as good as the first because nothing. It's like saying, oh man, I love Jurassic Park 3. Yeah, it was all right. It was okay. 8 out of 10. Nothing will surpass the first Jurassic Park. That's what I'm saying. But we all have different tastes. I didn't know that you hadn't seen it, that you'd already seen it. Well, Bukake, if you haven't seen it yet, watch it. It's an alright watch. It's pretty good. I'll probably watch it again. I'm going to rent it from my library again. Let's see. Fears can get on my shoulders. What? I'm the dude. The women gets on the guy's shoulders. That'd be nuts, Kate. I know you go to the gym, but reverse it. You can't be having guys on the girl's shoulders. No. It'd be me and you in the pool, Biscuit and Joey. Biscuit on Joey's shoulders, Kate on my shoulders. The tag team. Water volleyball, kick ass, take names. Dry off, mini golf awaits. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Let's see. If Joey flip-flops, he's getting cracked in the head with a golf club. Yeah, you know me. I can't stand the flip-flop shit. You know? Oh, yeah. Yeah, but Joey doesn't really flip-flop. You know? Yak, now listen, I'm not trolling Yak. By the way, where is Yak? He's missing the show. Yak, you know that you did a lot of flip-flopping back in the day. But I forgive you. Yo, what's up, Chicken Wizard? He goes, yo, Fears, what's up? That's not true, Kate. I wouldn't drown. I learned to swim when I was 6. I'm actually I'm a really good swimmer. That's not true. I would be fine, Kate. Let's see here. That's true, Visions. That's quite the problem. Can't be wiener necking like that in the pool. Yeah, the necking would come later. You know what I'm saying? That's right, Lantern. Chicken jockey! I'd flip-flop that ball right into the hole. That was good. It was a little rhyme, a little tune. I'd flip-flop that ball right into the fucking hole. Yeah? Just like that? Not gonna happen, Joey. I would do that. Hole in one, hole in one, hole in one. All right, you guys know when the coffee is a no-go and it's all gone, Fears has got to go. So there it is. So Charlie Chicken Wizard, you got here the last waking moment. Next time, get your ass off of work, be on time, sit on down and watch a good show. Hell yeah. That's right, Kate. Wishful thinking. Hell yeah. We're the tag team. We're rocking. That's what I'm talking about. Walter says, hell yeah, positive fears. Well, hell yeah. We're trying. Hopefully, Walter, it's positive fears from now on till the day I die. But again, now that I'm trying to be positive all the time, they're going to try to work extra hard, to get, to have fears crack. So I will do my best not to get mad because I don't want to argue anymore. I don't want to get mad anymore. I think we've had enough of that for a lifetime. All right, I have. So yeah. Landon says I'm going to bowl a 300 game for fears. Landon, the better question is why wouldn't you do that for me? Because Landon, I suck at bowling. Landon, my best game ever, of all time. 160. Landon, I've never beat that. I've always wanted to beat that. I don't know if I'll ever have. Because I've been trying to... I did that score, Joey, when I was 18 or 19, when me and Eric and Tom and Trent would go almost every weekend. Almost. Not every weekend, but almost every weekend. I've never beaten that since then. Ever. But one day, I don't even care if it's by 1 point. I don't care if it's 161, 162. I don't care. I just want to beat it just at least once. You know what I'm saying? Fingers crossed. Hopefully one day. Hopefully. All right. I'm taking off because it's 7:35. So I got a half an hour. And because I've already took a shower, I need to get something to eat, clean this up. And then I'm going to come on Zach's show for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. He said he wants to go to 11. Since I've already done a show, Fears is getting a little tired. So I'll be on there for a little bit. He said he needs to make some announcement. I don't know what that's about, but I'll let Zach do his thing for 10, 15 minutes, and then I'll roll on in. And then I'll drop the link. All right. I hope everybody enjoyed it. It's always fun hanging out with the fans. It's good to be back. I had a couple days off. Re-energized. Hell yeah. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my good friend, Mr. Lantern. He does a show every Thursday night, every Friday night. Check it out. Pretty fun stuff. Subscribe to my buddy, my pal, Walter White. Get on that fan mail. Be sure to subscribe to Joey with the Numbers. Joey with the Numbers. Subscribe to Khaki, Boo Khaki on YouTube. Subscribe to Liz. Subscribe to Jen. Subscribe to Fangirl Kate. Little Hot Tamale. Subscribe to James Bond, because you can't forget about James Bond. Subscribe to Rambo. Subscribe to Fears Man, because Fears Man is going to have, like, the actual superhero one day should have his own YouTube channel. I've been thinking about it. One for me, one for the fans, the vlog, and then for Fears. Maybe one day. Subscribe to the Sega Camp Gamer and Wear Camp on YouTube. Follow Sega Camp Gamer 22 on Twitch. Follow Visions, Lord Visions, King of the Goths. No more Hex. Zero Hex. Come on, buddy. Come on. www.exhumevisions.com. Visions, I'm going to buy some Christmas stuff. Throw it under the tree. I always buy some Exhume Vision stuff. Add it into the Christmas unboxing. So, get creative. I want to see some Christmas shirts coming soon. Tarman with a fucking Santa Claus hat. Tarman with his fucking jaw hanging out. Maybe with a little candy cane. I don't know. Get creative. You're the artist. Buy some cool shit, because he does in fact make some cool shit. All right. And last, but certainly not least, I always save me for last. Follow the host with the most. You know what? Even before that, I'll be nice. Follow Larry Tate at Larry Tate 67. I guess if you have time, follow Crackpot, that crazy motherfucker. That crazy motherfucker. Don't say that, Visions. You love Return of the Living Dead. There's never enough Tarman. Never. Shh. There's never enough Tarman. How dare you? There's never enough Tarman. Hell yeah. Ha ha ha. There's going to be so much more Tarman. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, so subscribe to that crazy motherfucker, Crackpot. Subscribe to that wild and crazy motherfucker, Larry Tate. Whew. Mental issues. Seek therapy. Hopefully soon. And last, but certainly not least, follow Fears at FearsMan26 on YouTube. The myth, the man, the legend. The host with the most. Follow my second channel, Fears Vlogs. Fears loves you guys. Fears cares about you guys. The start of the Christmas season. I can't wait. I'm super excited. And this is Fears. Signing off. Peace. Deuces. I'm going to go take a shit. I'll see you later. Bye.